Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone around the world. This is the place to be, hanging out with me. This is Coast to Coast Comics. We're back, man. We're back. Never going to go away, man. And I want to say thank you so much to everyone in the house right now. But before we get to all that, man, I got to bring in my homie. My homie that's been there since day one. He is the Hulk Master. He knows everything about the Hulk. He is my friend Jeffrey, man. What's going on, Jeff?
Hey, good to see you, man. I don't know everything about the whole.
Oh, you know a thing or two because you read a thing or two, man.
It's good to see you. Good to see you, man. Love you.
I love you too, man. Um, before we move forward, guys, I want to just say something real quick right now. I want to say thank you to everyone in the comic book universe, in the community, um, that's been donating. I'm doing auctions. And I'm looking at
Everything.
the camera.
Sharing posts, reposting things. You don't have to be giving money, but just your thoughts, your prayers, your support for the Casio family.
Sure.
Everything. Yes. Just your thoughts and go a long way. I know not everybody can donate and contribute, but everybody who has supported them through this, I know it means a lot to me, and I'm sure it really means a lot to Rod, Perry, everybody else. So.
Yeah. Um, and Jeffrey hit it right on the mark right there, man. Everyone out there in the community, man. We thank you so much. There's no words to express how we feel. Throughout this week, it's been rough. Not only for myself, for Jeff, especially for the comic book community, pop culture community too. The Acaso family. Shout out to Comic Tom that he reached out. He wanted to do something, so I wanted. He said he wanted to do a T-shirt. He dropped out two images, and Vanessa picked one of them. So that's gonna be available for a short time. So check out Comic Time 101 for more details on that. Uh oh man. I had a few things written down right here, but I think
Yeah, I'm actually gonna try to grab the link for the T-shirts right now, and I'll post it in the chat.
and I'm happy that everyone is in the chat. Myself and Jeffrey, we're here doing the show. I actually reached out to Vanessa. I said, Vanessa, I said, would it be okay to do a show? She said, you need to do the show. Do the show. You can't stop what you're doing. And I was like, okay, um, I'm gonna we'll push forward. This is what we do, man. This is how the comic book community does, and we're gonna just hang out here, talk comics, show off some comic books like we did on the very beginning, man. We showed comic books. There's a bunch of news out there. There's a whole DC thing going on, man. There's some trailers and some video games. It's crazy out there right now. But before we get to that, Mr. Moderator for all the rulers, you are the ruler, Jeffrey Kahn of the moderators, man. Do you think, sir?
Oh yes, we got some great people as always in the chat. We got Apex Comics, good to see you, Apex. We got the one and only Cap'n Comics, Cap'n, good to see you. 1-2 Comic Talk. We got Ruben Guzman, what's up? Ruben, good to see you today. The Comics Club, Keys to Everything. Thank you for joining. If you haven't checked out his channel, go and check him out. See what you think. We've got 90 Miles from Comics. 90, what's going on? Matt Woods, good to see you, brother. Comics will break your heart. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Varangian Vigilante, what's up, brother? Always good to see you. Beta Ray Cosby, what's going on? Tony Perez, good to see you. Rob Boswell, thanks for being here tonight. We've got the Bearded Comic Bro. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Lost in Comics. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well, hanging in there.
Austin Comics.
Dude, talking comics. Thanks for being here. Good to see you tonight. I think we're fairly well caught up. if I miss you guys. Poor Mike. Good to see you, poor Mike.
Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. There's so much to talk about, but right now, man, I know I picked up some books. You picked up some books, but you had a package in the mail. Man,
What?
What?
I have. I was gonna open it on the show last weekend, and we ended up not having the show for obvious reasons. So, my boy Rod sent me a package in the mail, and I'm kind of glad that I waited because I wanted to open it and be able to enjoy it. So, here we go, guys. Let's see. I wonder. He's got some nice DC books in here.
It's going to be a bunch of Turok. Don't worry, man.
Yes. I hope everybody out there is having a wonderful weekend. Oh, man. What are all these stickers?
They're not stickers, man. They're business. They're cards, man.
No, that looks like a sticker
to
me.
Those thingamajigs. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about those.
Yes, those cards. Oh, those cards are sick. I got to do something like that, man. All right.
Yo, Lawson Comics, man. Thank you for hanging out with us right now. I know, yo, man, Chris and Oscar, man. No words, man. You know when I say no words, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
how sick is that?
I'll give you the solar panel right now, man. Because boom.
Yeah, that's some Rob Lim artwork. Thank you for that. Oh, what? Nice. I have this one, but the funny thing is, like, my niece, she got it for me when she was on vacation one time, and the whole back cover was like ripped off it, so it doesn't have a back cover. So sweet. That's nice. Thank you.
You know.
Oh, what? I know which ones these were. You were showing me those. Thank you. I don't have like hardly any of these Marvel superheroes ones. It's gonna be.
I know you like some Hulk, man. I was like, what do I do, man? I got some Hulk stuff.
I do, but I don't have any of the superhero Submariner.
Look at that badass cover right there. He like shoves a foot down. Like, you punk ass. Watch out, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that one. Look at that cover, man. Oh, rebacking and board too, man.
Wow, man. Thank you, sir.
Well, thank you, sir.
Nah. Look at this one. This is look how cool looking. It's hard to, but it's like Hulk green up here, and then he's transforming into the Hulk right there, and that right there really looks like the Incredible Hulk from those old '80s cartoons. If you ever watched those, yeah. I grew up on those. Thank you. That was awesome.
Man. They went to a good home, man. Cannot hold any Hulk comic books, man. They need to get to a better place. There it is right there, man. And let's see right now. Whoa, wait a minute, man. We got the Comic Club. Dwayne, man. Dwayne in the house.
We also got Andy from England, Alberts. Good to see you, Andy. Thanks for being here. Trinidad Gomez. Thank you, guys.
Oh, man, we're just here hanging out.
You got some books to show, don't you?
Yeah, I got a few books, you know.
I had a pretty light week this last week for New Comic Book Day. I got 3 books. One reason I got 3 is because I bought this one twice, just because. So only cover I got was this one. By the time I got there, even if they did have any, they were sold or whatever. And then I picked up this one too. I mean, I've never read it, but it felt.
Let me see that cover again. The cover's dope. Edwin will approve of that.
Well,
Robinson.
that's why I bought it, because I only had one book came in on my pull list because Thor #6 didn't show up.
Ooh.
And I was walking around looking for something, and I saw that and I thought of Edwin, and I thought I should buy it then.
So is it Maestro?
I don't know if you're wrong either way. I say Maestro, but that could just be me because I don't know what I'm saying. But Maestro, I think
Maestro.
Maestro.
In Spanish, Maestro.
Yeah, that's what I would think it would be. Maestro.
Did you read it, Jeffrey?
I did read it, and I was fairly impressed with it. Like I enjoyed it more than. I don't know why, but I was kind of thinking, oh no, here we go. They're gonna try and reboot the Hulk series, and they're gonna just blow it all up, and it's gonna be the end of my enjoying Hulk comic books coming out. But it was good. I thought it was pretty good. I really did. It makes me curious to wonder if the Immortal Hulk is going to kind of end up leading into this somehow. Maybe, I don't know. That's just a thought that I had while I was reading it, because obviously this takes place way in the future after Immortal Hulk. The only way to make these series tie in would be if the Immortal Hulk somehow led into the actions that are taking place in Maestro. But I don't know. That was just a thought that I was wondering. But yeah, I really liked it. I really did enjoy it.
I picked it up because I know you're a Hulk fan, and you're like the dictionary of Hulksters. So I was like, I gotta get the book, and I haven't read anything, any of my books, which are the new ones. So, I mean, what else is new, man? I'm always behind on my reading.
Me too. I'm gonna be behind on my reading for the rest of my life, so I just come to accept it. Yeah, Trinidad. I thought it was a fun read too. Kind of had me going at the beginning. I didn't realize what was going on, and then once you kind of figure out what's going on, it's like, oh, all right.
Hey, Jeff, it's kind of crazy, right? Like I'm looking at this thumbnail, I see Coast Comics, and I got the Hulk. The Hulk eyes are like looking over you.
Yeah, that's right.
That's creeping me out, man.
He's my protector. That's right. Better watch out.
That is creepy, man.
Oh yeah, you made the thumbnail, so
I know, but that thing I didn't know it's gonna be looking like that. Man. Damn, that is kind of scary because I don't.
That was all I got. I got a bunch of 50-cent books. One I picked up was this Tony Stark Iron Man #14. Like I said, it's a 50-cent book. It deserves to probably be in the 50-cent book, but it's a Lee Inhyuk. I don't even think it's a variant. It's just a regular A cover, but I mean, it looked pretty darn cool, man. So for 50 cents, I picked that up.
Can't beat it. 50 cents all day, man.
Yeah, and I usually, because I must have just got there right after he like restocked the 50-cent bin because it'd been dry for a while. There's usually not a whole lot in there. So, I mean, I didn't get anything crazy, but like, I know that like the Secret Warriors books, there was some speculation going around to them for 50 cents. I have them already, but I mean, there are just some books that when you look at them, you just like for 50 cents, yes, I'll buy that. I got like the Avengers #20.
Sweet.
Just because these are all books that I was looking at, on New Comic Book Day when they first came out. And you're like, nah, I don't want to pay for that right now. Valkyrie #1.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Avengers #21. It's got like, I think that's Mephisto in the background. Like Avengers #28. Amazing Mary Jane #3. Tony Stark Iron Man #16.
So will you read those, or you want to get the run? And
I'd like to. I usually like to try to have a few issues in a series before I read them. Like I got this Invisible Woman. Like I've got a few copies of these, but Adam Hughes art for 50 cents. Like I would think if you saw an Adam Hughes cover out there, you'd probably pick it up. You know, like. And then they got issue number 1, I'm gonna give it to the issue 2s just to go with it for 50 cents. Infinity Wars Prime, you know, that led into all those Infinity Wars, Invaders.
Oh, that run with the Invaders was pretty cool, and Namor and all that.
Yeah, this is the only one that I've got so far, but like now I'm on the lookout. Some more Avengers.
Who's writing that? Who was writing that? Was that Ed Brubaker?
It says Gage, McCone, Hennessy, and Cox. And then this is a Savage Avengers. It's a Finch cover. It's a nice cover, you know. Some Secret Empire.
Boom. There you go.
Some more Secret Warriors. Like Strike Force, issues 1. Issue 1, 2.
Jeez, Jeffrey, like
5. Well, I mean, I this is the stuff that I like, you know, these newer Avengers books and things like that. So when I come across them for a good price, I think it's always worth taking a shot, you know. Meet the Scrolls. I got 3. I think it's a 3-part series. I don't know, but I got the first 3 issues now. So. I think that came out right before that Captain Marvel movie.
They say that Scrolls is something like the TV show The Americans or something like that.
Huh.
So,
I don't know. I didn't ever get into it, but this is some amazing Spider-Man stuff, you know.
Oh, that's some goodness there, man.
The Initiative Order, Magnificent Miss Marvel 6, The Marked, Batman, Ninja Turtles 5, Batman, Ninja Turtles 6. I got some Middle West. I got this because John's always talking about it, you know, and I've always wanted to read it, but like I missed out on it, so I got a couple issues right there.
Fantastic read from beginning to the end. That's one of my favorite books. Middle West and Oblivion Song.
So I have Oblivion Song, and Raul, Highlight Comic Bro, sent me that, and seeing these in a 50-cent bin, you know, as I've heard John talk about it, so
cool, man.
Naomi number 6.
Cool.
Then I got a Martian Manhunter series. I got Martian Manhunter number 5, number 6, variant number 6, number 7,
fire,
number 8, and then 2 number 9s. So I don't know Martian Manhunter, but the covers look cool, and like I said, 50 cents, you're not gonna beat that.
Not bad at all, man. And then now,
on it, I probably don't even pay 50 cents because I get a discount and everything. So I mean, it's good when you get a chance to support your local comic book back. You know, that's my first real big hunting trip since like they shut down and reopened.
That was a lot of comics, Jeff, man. Even Steve Valdez. I'm about to say decent. Mean he said, "Hey Rod and comic fam, I just got back from LCS here in San Antonio, and they donated 15 books for Metaphoricals auction tomorrow."
Nice. I'm donating some too. I'll be there. Yeah, let's go support it. Thank you guys. C3 Comics, good to see you. My boy Carlito, what's up, Carlito Classico? We got Mr. Garrow. What's going on, Mr. Garrow? Varangian Vigilante, always good to see you, brother. Steven Valadez, brother, always good to see you. I know I saw it. Oh, yeah. John's Comics with Kids. What's going on, John? Issues. What's up, brother?
Who's that guy?
Oh, man.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I think I got Bearded Comic Bro, but if not, it's always good to see a Bearded Comic Brother. Good.
All right, I'll show off some books that I picked up. I think that everyone knows what I already picked up. I already showed these books off.
What, did you say something about picking your nose? That was all I heard. Picking your nose.
That was pretty cool. I could pick it if you want me to.
I do it all the time, man. Sometimes it just gets in there and it just bugs me.
That's a good thing about it, man. You gotta have some fun. Oh yeah, have some fun.
Yeah.
Pick your nose and combo.
Flick it.
This dead day is it's kind of weird, man, because the dead people come back to life and got family members when they meet their dead ones. And I'm excited to read the second issue.
Nice.
Because homegirl left and she wanted to see someone. So this is one of the books I'm excited to read. My reviews are not the greatest, man. Not the greatest whatsoever. But I do have Transformers, Terminators. Boom!
Man, how can you go wrong? Transformers, Terminator. Hey.
This is dope. That's all I'm gonna say, man. We'll leave it at that. No spoilers.
That book wouldn't even have to have words to be good, so you'd really have to be trying hard to make it bad, I think.
Well, you know,
you just have them fight. You can just have them fighting each other with all these crazy actions.
It's a great read. It is a great read. I'm telling you right now. Actually, out of that, on the Rican scale, I'll put that one art-wise. I'll put that at a 3, story 5. Boom, 9. That's how we do, man. That's how we do on Coast to Coast Comics. We're gonna change things around, Jeffrey. How about that, man? How about we're gonna start grading artwork and stories throughout the show, man. That's how we do, man.
Sounds good.
I'm
all of it.
Boom, Hotel AWA.
Did you read that one?
I have not read this one.
I just saw it around. I haven't heard anything about it yet. So
yeah. AWA was hanging out on Mainframe Comic Con last week, and let me tell you, these stories are freaking coconuts, man. They're crazy, man. These stories are crazy dark. I can only read it during the day because I would not sleep at night if I read it. Great story, AWA. Story 4, art 3. Boom! There it is, man.
Yeah. You get them.
Oh, all right. Right now, Jeff, let's take a minute right now because I'm still hoping that this one. Still hoping that one day Kitty Pryde will come back. And I don't know if you're reading the Marauders.
I'm behind. I've got a few issues. I didn't get it on my pull list, so I'm missing some of them. But
or Marauders, or how many people?
That was definitely my favorite of that X reboot after Powers and House of.
They're going to find a way. I really do think so.
Yeah, they'll just write another comic book where she's alive again.
Boom! There it is. Jeffrey said, "Write a new comic book, man." Kitty Pryde.
She'll be back.
Rest of peace.
Yeah, Bearded Comic Bro. I thought that Gotham Knights game looked pretty good. I watched like a trailer for the Fandom thing, and then I did watch a little bit of the gameplay. I've never been big into those Batman games, but it definitely looked like something that I would try. And,
all right, well, let's see here. This Peter Combo is active, so we'll drop a link if he wants to jump on.
What's up, Kachoon? Good to see you, brother.
And I did pick up a few. I'll do a double. I got Transformers. I got some Once in Future. Once in Future is one of John Combo's kids' favorite books.
Is that Transformers and My Little Pony one? Is that one?
No, man. Come on, man. Don't even play like that.
I thought maybe you picked that one up.
No, man.
Okay. I was just asking.
I won't. I'm gonna leave it at Transformers because anyone's gonna jump on and be like, "Yo, bro, you still on the Transformers? That's not
More
part of
than
it."
meets the eye.
But I will say this, man: don't sleep on one of the best black labels right now out there. This Wonder Woman is fire.
What is it? Wonder Woman what? 84?
Dead Earth.
Oh,
This is
Dead
like the
Earth.
last one.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Holy crap, man. If you've not been reading the last 3 books, kind of, I think it's like 5, 6 books.
So Dead Earth is the book that issues about Wonder Woman? Is that what it is?
Yeah, and she wakes up and she's in a different world.
That's crazy.
And that's all I gotta say. I don't do spoilers, man.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to. I haven't heard of that. I've been, out of the game for a little while, but I do like Wonder Woman. I got Wonder Woman on my pull list, and that's cool enough.
Yeah, it is fantastic. I am telling you, it's fantastic. Fantastic. This is a new one that just dropped. I didn't even care about the price. I just picked it up and I was like, oh man.
Yeah. It's good. Worth it, you think?
Oh yeah. 1,000% worth it.
What's it get on the Rican scale?
Oh man, that's like a 10.
Nice.
10.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It is a 10. What was that? I heard something. What? No, shut your pie hole. It is a perfect 10. It's not an 11. It's a 10. I heard Turtle talking behind me. Right. So let's drop the link if you don't mind, Jeff.
Which one?
Let's drop the link to see whoever wants to hang out with us right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this reminds me though. I'm gonna redrop the links to the Comic Con. Let's see the Comic Tom t-shirts for the
Comic Con. Comic Con, man. He did a fantastic
yeah.
And all proceeds goes to the family of Edwin.
Hello, Apex. Vanessa.
Look at that. I'm trying to like do 2 things at once. That's not working.
It never works for me either, so don't feel bad. And then this link, guys, is for the actual Ocasio family GoFundMe if you're interested in that as well.
Pretty cool. Thanks, man. Thanks for doing that.
Yeah.
So we got through the books, and
we can talk some more fandom.
Oh yeah. Let's see how we do this, man.
So basically, I was reading this article that on Comic Book News or whatever, they were talking to Jim Lee, and he's saying that basically everything that like all the DC cinematic universes are somewhat going to be like related. It sounded like because all this the WB or CW shows, that's just going to be like that. Whatever happens on that is going to be basically considered to be like one, I don't know, universe, and anything that takes place out of that's like in its own universe and all this stuff. So it looks like they're just going to be trying to blow things out of the water here in the future, which is kind of weird because they let go of a bunch of people. So it doesn't make, that's what doesn't make sense to me is how you could scale back so much when you're trying to grow your company bigger right now.
It's, I don't know. I mean, I guess that's, they got something in their heads or in
they must, yeah.
Where they figure, we got something. If it doesn't work out this way, we got a B plan this way. And I mean, I don't know, dude. I mean, it's kind of crazy, man. People saying that I heard rumors saying what's going to happen with DC Comics. Are they going to we're gonna have DC Comics or whatever, the whole comic book industry is all this stuff is gonna go digital, or whatever the hell is going to happen. I don't know. I really don't know.
Good to see you, Comic Crazy. Yes, that's absolutely right. Tapia's Family Unlimited Comic Jabroni Nation. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. They still got Jim Lee, and he seems to be running the operations right now. I think you're in good hands. Especially if you're a DC fan, right? I think with Jim Lee, as long as you don't go selling the company to Disney, I think if you keep Jim Lee there, Jim Lee is a true comic book person. He loves comic books. He loves the art of comic books. I think you're still going to be getting your books. I don't think things are just going to be going all digital and all this. I mean, I've heard some people, suggesting that things like that are going to happen. But I think for now, I think you're probably still okay if you're a DC fan. And I just hope that all of this, it seems like they got so much going on right now. And I'm just hoping that they're not spreading themselves out so much to where none of this ever comes together, or it does and it just sucks or something,
Hey Jeff, I got someone in the green room. I'll bring him on the show in a few seconds.
Absolutely.
He's been here a few times. And go ahead. I'm sorry, Jeff.
No, I was just gonna say thank you, Delphi and Contrib. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much for the super chat. Rod and Jeffrey, you both awesome. Love you guys. We love you. We love you. We love the comic community. We thank you so much, everyone in the chat that's hanging out with us right now. Thank you so much to everyone that's been donating to Edwin's family, the Ocasio family, and thank you so much to everyone out there that's been doing the auctions. I'm looking at you right now through these eyes. I want to say thank you so much for doing all this. She really does appreciate it. She is so strong. We're doing this show. Holding back, being strong, because that's the wife she is. That's why we're doing this show right now. I gotta say, oh damn, I wanted to say something. That's what happens, man. When you're doing live shows. I focus on one thing, my mind blanks out.
But I'm every day, brother. That's me all day, every day.
Oh man, we got 23 people in the house. Thank you so much for hanging out.
That's right. What's up, Whack Comics? Good to see you, brother. Patrick Wall, what is shaking, man? Good to see you guys. Comic Crazy says DC will be the one to make the major change. They have a plan. They shocked us by quitting Diamond, but they're not dummies. Yeah, I'm rooting for them. That's all I'm saying. I just
All right, what's going on, Apex? What's going on, Brett? You got your mic.
Yeah. Okay.
What you gonna be drawing? Are you gonna be drawing something?
Yeah.
Or what's going on there,
dude? Yeah, I've completed a 2-page couple of weeks. You want to show them the big screen there, Rod?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is page. Oh, yeah, this is page 4. Fembat.
Pretty cool. Nice.
This completed this morning.
Nice.
See, Igor Van Sate, putting a bomb in the Bat Demons.
Junk is
crotch.
Nice, man. Yeah. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool artwork you got going on.
Yeah, we're talking about, I guess, he's pretty much shrinking their staff and what's going on with the mainstream comics. Well, at least the independents are going a bit strong right now since DC, well, Warner Brothers decided to, cut the staff, cut the fat off, fire the undesirable people up in the major editorial staff and what have you. But it seems like, unfortunately, a lot of the SJWs, the people woke, putting more politics in the lecturing. People don't want to be lectured; they want to be entertained, and so that's why a lot of the plus that you have other types of fandom, but it's really sad to see DC going down like this, and I like DC and Marvel. Marvel's more woke than DC, unfortunately, except for Daredevil's a great title, Immortal Hulk, and other very few titles in Marvel on that are good. But man, it's just like the fandom, they want to be entertained and not lectured, and that's why you see companies with as much sales, but you see a lot of the independents. They're really going up in their sales, like Boom Studios and other companies.
Yeah, I mean, Boom is
so
pretty cool.
I think you also have the resurgence of Comicsgate, which is independent people coming together, making their own companies, making their own comics, crowdfunding. That's where the future is. That's how you're going to make a lot of money. Used to be the old dream of, oh yeah, I'm going to work for Marvel. I'm going to draw for DC or write for DC. And, unfortunately, they're not paying enough. They're on poverty levels. It's really sad. Unless you're a major editorial guy, you can make a good salary. Other than that, mainstream comics are dying, and I hate to see it.
Jeffrey right now, man. I make a good amount of money hanging out with Jeffrey. We just, that's what we do, man. We have 2 cents here and there, man. It's little humor in that, man.
Right. But
I'm not
I have
hearing
another piece of art to show.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
I don't know if you recognize this character. I can barely hear it. I some kind of interference going on the internet or something like that. But we have this. That's from Silent Hill. This character from Silent Hill. I did commission. I had to make copies of it for myself so I could sell as prints. So we got a little sticker. I think it's the Daywalker. I forget her name. But I did it for a commission, so feel pretty good doing that. Made a little money. But
yeah.
Let me get on my phone so I can hear you guys a lot better here. Seems like we've had a bit of interference. Let me see here. Let me get on.
What's up, Joe47771? Good to see you tonight. Beef99 watching us from Florida. Thank you for watching us, brother. Appreciate it. Comics, what's up? Good to see you tonight.
Comics in the house, man. Yo, hey, Jeff, let me tell you something.
Rich Martinez, what's up, brother?
Yo, when you see Joey 47771,
Joey Bag of Seven.
What's up, brother? Yeah, man. I hear an echo in the background. That's why I put Apex in the background, man. Yo, what's going on? Chaos, man. Chaos in the house.
What's up, brother? Good to see you tonight.
Yo, Chaos, man. Chris, if you want to jump on. Yo, Apex. I just put you in the background because there was an echo. So I want to say thank you for everything.
I agree, Ray June.
Um,
I agree.
APEC is awesome, man.
Read what you like, buy what you like, enjoy what you like, and let everybody else enjoy what they like. Right? Like it seems so easy, doesn't it?
Let's not forget, guys. We did lose one of my close friends, and with the comic Jabroni. It's taken a lot of me to do the show.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know.
I'm just happy just to do the show.
I'm not gonna lie, part of the reason I made it through this week was because of this bottle right here.
Oh, EJ! Oh man, that thing.
I found it in the trash, man. It was free.
Hey now, there it is, man.
Still sealed. It still had the seal on it, so it was good. It's still good.
Hey, yeah, it's man, it's still kind of hard to adjust to everything and what happened. But sorry, sir.
It's just sometimes I feel like it's just I just start having like anxiety attacks when I start thinking about it and stuff. You know, like it's weird. Like you wake up sometimes and just your mind goes to these places, or like I do a lot of driving sometimes, and you start just thinking, and your mind starts wandering. Sometimes it's just really hard to stay focused. You know, like right now. I mean.
Yeah, it's weird.
But like I said again, it's made me feel so good seeing all the love and support for our friend from everybody in the community. It's just awesome how much everybody loved Edwin, and you know, through this sad time, I just keep trying to look at all the great things that everybody's doing for his family, and that just really warms me up inside. You know. Thank you, Beta Ray Jim.
Oh man, thank you, sir.
This one's for Edwin.
Oh. I was gonna go get something.
I'll do more. You want to do another one?
All right, give me one. Before the show, I was thinking something about
Yes, beef with WWE, AEW.
No, it was like I was thinking dynamic duels. Like you got dynamic duels in combos, whether it's wrestling, but especially in combos. And I started thinking, I was like, dynamic duels. You gotta have one or two. You gotta have, of course, you know, Batman and Robin. That's Batman and Robin. Yeah. But then I was thinking Batman and Alfred. So
Steven Valadez, I saw that.
Which one? Which one?
Which one? What?
Dynamic duels.
Is the best?
Batman and Robin or Batman and Alfred. Alfred's been there since day one.
Those are the only two options I have to choose.
Well, no, you could. I'm asking you in the community. Your dynamic duels, and those were the first thing I thought about. So, I mean, what do you think, guys? I mean, what are dynamic duels out there?
Okay, so
besides Jeffrey and myself.
Yeah, that's right.
You can't leave that out, Jeff. Come on, man. You know how we play.
We are the definition of dynamic duel, man. That's right. Okay, so here's one that I'm going to throw out there, but this is like strictly a Marvel Cinematic Universe dynamic duo because I haven't read a whole lot of comic books with them in it, but I love the Cinematic Universe duo of Rocket Raccoon and Groot. Like I think of them as like a duo right there. So like, you know, I think they're probably my favorite characters in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I think that's a pretty good dynamic duo.
Which one you like more? Rocket or Raccoon? I mean, not Rocket. I mean, Rocket or Uh,
I think it depends on what movie you're talking about. Because in what movie is it where he Groot grabs the hammer of Thor and uses his arm to like pull it together? Because in that movie, I don't know, Groot's pretty awesome. But like in some of the other ones, Rocket's like the comedic, like cool guy that I enjoy watching.
let's see. What is the chat saying there, y'all?
Batman and Catwoman, Joey Bags.
Ooh.
Oh, thanks, Beta Ray Jim. Did you enjoy that episode of The Hunt? Man, I needed that episode. I told Tony I was in a feisty mood, but like in a good feisty mood, Catwoman versus Black Cat or Green Goblin versus the Joker would be awesome.
Whoa. All right.
Rocket Raccoon and Groot, the friendship is so damn solid, speaks volumes, right, Beta Ray Jim? I agree. Cup of Comics says Squirrel Girl and Tippy Toe. Oh man. What are you gonna do? Okay, but so those are your favorite dynamic duo could be whatever, but what do you think is like the most significant, like the most when you think of dynamic duos, obviously what Batman and Robin, probably the most popular.
That's when I seen it, I was watching something on YouTube, and I was watching the old TV show of Batman and Robin, the 60s, 70s.
Oh, Apex, that's a good one too, yeah.
And I was
Captain America and Bucky.
So dynamic dudes, it's gotta be. Is there out there like dynamic dudes out there in the comic book universe?
And I'm sure there's probably like a lot that I'm just not thinking about right this second because I'm on the spot. But yeah,
well,
and the
Girl and Timmy too. I never heard of that, man. Cup of Comics, don't be playing around, man. I know who you are, man. Is that really true?
Apex. I was thinking about Hulk and Rick Jones. I was thinking about, would it be Hulk and Rick Jones? Would it be Hulk and Bruce Banner? Would it be Hulk and I don't know. But I agree with you. Hulk and Rick Jones is a good one.
Oh, I see what they're doing.
What up, Puff? Power Man and Iron. You're right.
They're doing like a Thanos and Silver Surfer.
Oh yeah.
Whoa. Joey bag full of sevens, hit it with the whole grand slam with that one, dude.
No joke.
That right there, man. That may be.
That's a good one.
What? How about this one, man?
Yeah, I know. That's for sure. Definitely.
Man, they're coming in.
Power Man and Iron Fist.
Yes.
I was almost thinking Daredevil and Elektra, but were they really ever a dynamic duo? Not really, right? Thor and Beta Ray Bill, yeah, I could see that. Beta Ray Bill's part of the Thor world, so Thor and Thori. Just you could, I don't know. Are we carrying over into all the Star Trek stuff too? Because if you think about
I guess, man.
If you think about Star Trek and Star Wars, there's probably other dynamic duos. And Eddie and Dylan Brock could be the next one. Yeah, that's a very good possibility. I don't know. Spider-Man and Venom half the time seem like they could be a dynamic duo, even though they're always trying to kill each other. It's almost like you can't have one without the other.
That's why that's why I thought about this. I was like, man, how about some people from the ocean? How about Aquaman and Namor? I mean, can you imagine that one?
Oh, I think they would just want to kill each other the whole time. They would not get along at all. Namor gets along with nobody as it is, and Aquaman, I think Jason Momoa would probably just punch whoever they got playing Namor in the face. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I don't. The Aquaman movie was good, but I don't know a whole lot. But he's got to have some people who are his friends. Doesn't he have a dolphin or something that he rides on? No. Maybe is that Namor or something? Echo.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yo, you gotta run the chat, Jeff, man.
Yeah.
People from across the pond, man.
We got Gino the Dragon. What's up, Gino the Dragon? He did a tribute video to the comic Jabroni the other day. I got to watch. Thank you for that. Simple Simon, thank you for being here, buddy. Always good to see you, my friend. Stay Puff, my boy Sean. What's up, brother? If you guys don't know, every Saturday morning, Sean does a comic book community like sit down round table, and everybody just hangs out. And if you're ever looking for something good to watch on a Saturday morning to get your day going, go check that out.
And he's very consistent. He's been doing it for weeks and weeks and weeks. And I want to tell you right now, Sean, keep doing it, man. Keep doing it. That's one of the best shows I see every Saturday. I may not jump on. You send me the link every Saturday. But I was busy.
I was out running some errands this morning, but I always appreciate that.
Pretty cool.
Big Compton. What's up, Ben? Good to see you. Yeah, Namor has those tiny wings on his feet. Like, he could just fly away from anything. There's like Link and Zelda. Isn't that a dynamic duo?
Oh.
Take it to video games.
We could take it to wherever, man. Man, wait a minute. Link and Zelda. That's pretty dynamic
duo.
Boy, that could step into
Mario and Luigi, no doubt.
I was about to say that. I was about to say Mario and Luigi.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, you're gonna do that. You go to movies, man. You go to Die Hard, and Die Hard, Bruce Willis, and the cop in the car.
Oh, freaking! Just even the movie Die Hard, or what's that one movie with the crazy guy Mel Gibson and Danny Glover? Lethal Weapon. They did like 4 of those movies where they were like dynamic duos, right?
Dynamic duos, man.
Cheech and Chong, the most dynamic, right there. I agree, 90. You got some Cheech and Chong, Harold and Kumar. One of the best.
Yeah. Where's that comment from 90, man? Yeah. The 90.
Lady and the Tramp. Yes.
Dynamic duo, man. And we could turn it into wrestling too if you want to, man.
You could. Somebody did Rock and Sock Connection for sure.
Oh, man. Yeah, we gotta get 90 on here. 90. Jump on. 90 is working. That 90 is working, man.
Yeah, he says he is. I don't know about it.
Ren and Stimpy.
Oh my gosh, I love Ren and Stimpy.
Crap, man.
I have like the first 14 issues of the Ren and Stimpy comic book, minus the very first one. So I got like issue 2 through 14. I love Ren and Stimpy. Ren and Stimpy was awesome.
Dude, Ren. Hey,
Beavis and Butthead, man, the same thing. You know, like, come on.
No one has said, what's the one, Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
Whoa. There it is. Gino just said it.
Yes.
What's going on, Long?
What about Bert and Ernie?
Oh, man.
Yes.
Brian and Stephen Griffin?
Oh, that's the Family Guy. Brian and Stewie Griffin.
Oh, man. Better Ray hit it. Freddie and Jason.
Pinky and the Brain. Oh, yeah. Some Animaniacs.
Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah.
Where this is going right now, man?
We're just trying to cover all the dynamic duos we can
Dynamic
possibly
duos,
think
man.
of.
Man, this is escalated.
It is.
Twitter and Sylvester.
Tweety and Sylvester, from Looney Tunes, Sylvester and Tweety, Roadrunner, and the what's that other guy? Wile E. Coyote.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. Yeah, I'll consider that a duo. I don't know if they were ever officially like duo, but yeah. Gin and Tonic, one of my favorites.
What? Somebody said gin and tonic?
Yeah, Beta Ray. He's on his game today.
Gin and tonic. Sing Free and Roy. Wow. Go ahead, 90. Get it, man. Oh, there it is, man. It is all coming down. We're getting to the real deal right now, man.
MJ and Pippin. Yeah. Dre and Snoop. Yes.
Michael Jordan and Pippen.
Yep. Hey,
Dr.
K-Titus, good to see you. Hall and Oates, yeah.
Man, all right. Man, we're going to keep it. Holy crap. I didn't know this is going to be pretty cool, man. Dynamic dudes, man.
And here's Simon and Garfunkel. Here we were. We couldn't even think of like two. We thought of like Batman and Robin and what? No, I don't even remember. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was all we could come up with.
Dynamic dudes, man.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Apex got a good one, man. Wait a minute. Before we get to that.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Beta Ray. That was a good one, too.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. This is moving so fast, man.
It is.
Dr. Doom and
Submariner.
Whoa, that is a nice one, man. Who would win that battle?
That's right. That guy DZ says the Wonder Twins.
The Wonder
Biscuits and gravy. Yeah. Grits and cheese and grits are not very good, guys.
I'll drop the chat back in there.
Hogan and Macho, man.
Let's see, whoever wants to jump on, man. Yo, 90, man, you're not working, man. I know you're not working, 90. I know you're not working. You don't want to jump on here. He got the itch. My 22 is. Yo, man. Thank you all for hanging out. Coast to Coast Comics. I'm your boy, Rod the Icon Rican, man. The iconic Rican. I'm gonna change things around, man. I am the iconic Rican, man. Hanging out with the Jeffrey, man.
I'm the Just Jeffrey.
Well,
you're just the Rican. I'm just a Jeffrey.
Well, you're the hook master, man. You're the dictionary of the holster, man. You guys don't know about the hook. What you do right? Yeah, it's Jeffrey coming on as see. Ooh, that takes all my win out when I do that.
It does. Long box diving, Nightwing and Starfire, Coffee and Comics. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Nightwing and Starfire. That is
DC. Bound to go wow.
Oh wait a minute.
What?
This is probably a first or a second. He may be working. He is.
Beta Ray.
He is 90, man.
Oh.
What's going on, 90?
What's going on, fellas? I am working indeed. But for all the 90 holics in the chat, YouTube is 90. And it feels so good to be on Coast to Coast because I got the most dynamic duo of them all. Rod the Rican and Jeffrey Comic-Con Henson. Let's go.
Let's go, man. Whoa, yo, what's going on?
Not much, man.
First of all,
Freaking Fred and Barney. How do we forget Fred and Barney? Come on.
Hold on. Get me.
Yeah, the baby's sleeping. You already know. I got to keep it down. All right?
Yeah. 90 yet.
No, you guys can talk normal. I just gotta keep it down. But
All
you
right,
guys can hear me.
Where the fuck is little 90 at, man? Where's little 90 at?
He's sleeping, bro. That's why I gotta keep it down.
Okay.
You know.
Us little 90, don't say a word. Brother Rican is here.
Too
So
funny.
we got 90 in the house, man. The former champion, outlet champion.
I'm
That's
still a
old.
champion. Get out of here with that nonsense. This guy. Bro, there's a lot of iconic duos out in the world, man. Just saying. You know?
There are, but you know, it's one of those things. Like you're sitting there, you're thinking about it, you can't think of anything, and then everybody in the chat just starts throwing them out there. Like, oh yeah.
They're everywhere, bro. They're
are.
everywhere. I mean, you could even go Mark McGuire and
Jose
Canseco, bro. You know?
Yeah.
So, you know, they come left and right. But since we are on a comic book show, or right, this is still a comic book show, right? We still talk comics on here?
I don't know what's going on.
All right, cool.
Yeah, it is a comic show.
Lucha Libre.
They come left and right. You know, that's how we do, man. You know, that's how we do.
Yeah, you know, hey, there's another dynamic duo for you too, man.
Peanut
Lucha
butter and
Libre
jelly.
and 90, yo. Lucha Libre and 90. I mean, it's more like oil and water, but it works somehow.
I have to say, you got to throw in rice and beans.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah, white on rice.
White on rice, or what's the one chat you said off camera?
What?
Fungo. Oh, we spoke the other night, man.
Mangu?
Mangu, there it is.
Okay. Yeah.
Mangu, yeah, man.
Some mangu. Oh yeah, for sure.
Rose con pollo?
Yeah, roast con pollo. I mean, you can go food combos all day too, bro. But you know, I don't know how long do you guys want to go on that. I was gonna say, what are you guys reading? I want to know what everyone is reading.
You drop the questions right now, man. The chat is right here.
Maestro,
we have
Immortal
that.
Hulk.
We have
Immortal
that
Hulk?
honor.
Are you caught up on Immortal Hulk?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I stopped probably around.
That's the only thing I am caught up on.
Yeah. I wanted to keep reading it, but with everything going on, I just haven't been able to catch up. So I got to get on it because I was digging that whole Zemu thing. I know a lot of people weren't, but I was digging it.
It was a cool little turn. That's kind of a nod back to the classic Incredible Hulk series, you know. And now the leader's back and he's doing some things. The last issue really brought some craziness kind of back into the series. If you kind of understand what's going on with it. So I think it's going to get to this point where it picks up, and then they're just going to issue 50 is obviously going to be that last issue. So I don't know. I'm just, after reading Maestro this week, I'm just wondering a little bit if they're going to try to leave the end of Immortal Hulk off to kind of where it leads into the Maestro series a little bit. I don't know. There's no signs or anything yet that it's going to, but I think that would be kind of cool personally if they did something like that.
I got to get caught up, Jeff, so we can do a Hulk show again, man.
Yeah,
so
dude.
When I get caught up, I'm almost caught up on Venom and Thor, and those are two that I've been like dying on the inside missing, but I'm almost caught up on them. But Yeah, when I get caught up on Hulk, we'll talk about that for sure.
Arsenio, brother, good to see you, man. Art Chemist. If you don't know who the Art Chemist is, go check him out. Arsenio Ramos. Go find him on Instagram.
Does great work, man.
Very awesome work.
So I've been doing a lot of like back issue reading. Like I got done rereading Agent Venom again. I don't know why, but I love that Rick Remender Venom run. So I just reread that, and then I also just read this Comixology exclusive indie by Chip Zdarsky called Afterlift. It's pretty good, man. It's kind of like about this girl who kind of becomes the lift driver to this soul to hell, and like this demon is like using her to like take this soul to hell. It's pretty cool, and it's got like this little, Dungeons and Dragons type vibe once they're in like hell and purgatory. But Chip Zdarsky kills it, with it being an indie book. He can really take it places, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Which he wouldn't really be able to do in a Marvel book. So it was a cool book. It's a Comixology exclusive for anyone that has Comixology. It's called Afterlift. Highly recommend it. Check it out.
It's nice.
Yeah. I just been doing a lot of back issue reading, like for yourself. I actually read issue number 2 of the Hulk because, as we all know, Biggie Shaq just recently acquired one, so he wanted to read it. So I was able to pull it up on my Comixology and read it. And that's where they need to go with Hulk. They need to bring back the return of the Toadmen. All right, the space Toadmen that Hulk pretty much destroy. Actually, Bruce is the one that saves the day in the book, but issue number 2, bro, some Stanley Jack Kirby goodness, bro. I read that earlier today too. Should let you know that, Jeff. I did a read along. I should have invited you.
Hey, what, man? I just gave Hialeah a wrench.
Oh, bro.
Nice.
I don't even have a wrench. What's up with that?
I'm trying to find you, man. Shut your pie hole, man. Give me 1 second. I'm scrolling back up here, man. Oh,
I just made 9 cents for that plug. I wish I did, Joey Bag of Sevens. I wish.
There it is. I want to give this guy that busts my balls every time. But you gotta take it. If not, you're not ready for this.
To the limit.
Yo, Jason, I gotta go check it out. I have not seen it, but I will definitely peep it. Batman trailer drop. I have to check that out. Rod, what are you reading, Rod? What are you reading, bro? Oh,
well, I'm reading a bunch of stuff that I want to say right now, man. Yo, I can't wait to get my hands on that new PS4 game. That when the DC fandom dropped that Gotham Knights video game. Holy coconuts! That game is fire. I want to get my hands on that. I gotta wait till like forever, but it's pretty cool. I don't know if you've seen the trailer to it, but it's pretty cool. But you want to see what I've been reading?
Gold Gauntlets Comics. Good to see you tonight. Comics Misexplained. Jason, thanks for being here, brother. Hope you're all doing well.
Vigilante, that was the perfect comment. I wanted a wench, not a wrench. Rod, come on.
So I have just dropped the link to the Comic Jabroni t-shirts in the chat, and I am going to drop the link to the GoFundMe in the chat right now. Once again, we want to thank everybody, not just for donating. I know not everybody's in a place where you can donate financially or anything, but all your thoughts and your prayers, all your shares and reposts on Instagram. Thank you, everybody, for all your support for me, for Rod, for Edwin touched so many people in this community. And I know there's a lot more people than just me, Rod, Perry, going through emotions right now. And your support for everybody has been awesome. We thank you all.
Thank you, guys. That's all I'm going to say. Is thank you.
Oh. I didn't know. I was thinking about doing a show, and it was kind of hard. I just reached out to the missus, and she said, "You need to do it. Just keep doing what you're doing," and that's why I'm doing a show. Whether it's off the rails or whatever the case may be,
It's always off the rails, right?
Of course, We're talking a little bit about everything, and this is what Coast to Coast Comics is. It's organic, it's real, and if you guys wanna jump on and say a few words and just you shoot the craps, get some dice. You could throw some dice on the floor if you could do that. Whatever, man. Whatever the case may be. Um, I just want to say everyone now. That's like Jeffrey said, man. I want to say thank you so much to everyone out there looking at the camera. Thank you so much for everyone that's been supporting everyone and the family from the comic community. We're so thankful for everything that you doing and donating, all the auctions, metaphorical,
All your time.
comic time 101, all the time. You guys want to do things. There's
We got our brother. We got our brother Rican Comics. What's up? Good to see you, as well as our coast to coast brother, Mr. Perry. What's up, Perry? Good to
What
see
up,
you, bro.
Perry? Yo, Rod, and want to thank you guys because you guys are also helping the community by continuing to still do shows, giving us a place to come and hang out, wild out, and go off the rails with you. So thank you, brother.
Thanks.
You all right, man?
Yeah, I'm good. Just like just just,
Thinking, right?
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good, Rod. It's all
uh,
good.
just
If you
trying
want, how about them Heat? Them Heat up 3-0. That's my squad. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, against my Pacers, bro.
Yeah, your Pacers. That's your squad. Is
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure
man.
is.
Sixers look like hot garbage water.
Good to see you, Hack. Thanks for being here, man.
Yo, another book that I read that I actually like, and I feel like it doesn't get a lot of love. And shout out to John's Comics with Kids because he's the one that put me on it. But Hawkeye Freefall by Matt Rosenberg, is it? Yeah.
Haven't read it.
Issue number 5 was pretty cool. Yeah,
was
man.
working on Punisher too.
Are you putting it on right now to take pictures in it, Perry? I'd like to see that.
What is Perry doing?
He said he bought a Spider-Man costume.
Oh, okay.
That means he's gonna use it. He's gonna have a
Tacoma.
clean room, and he's gonna be doing something crazy, man.
Yeah, and I like Rosenberg's Punisher run as well. Rod, I'm with you there. I think he does a great job on Punisher. So,
And it's actually the Punisher run is so fast to read. I mean, there's not too much dialogue in.
oh yeah, it's straight Punisher. Get straight to business.
Yeah.
I like how Jason's asking if he's going to do a react video to the Batman trailer. You got to do the reaction video in your Spider-Man costume.
Yes, Perry. I can't wait. I
Yes.
can't wait to see that.
You got to do the Spider-Man costume Batman reaction trailer video.
He says he's gonna wear it when he plays Spider-Man. So I can just picture Perry there in a Spider-Man outfit, playing the Spider-Man video game, doing his reaction show while he's playing it. That'd be great.
Yo, what's up, Jason? Listen, explain, man. I'm gonna hang out, man. It would be pretty cool to hang out with you right now, man. I think it's there. You can edit it up. Don't worry, man. Perry's not gonna.
Going back to the Batman outfit.
Perry's not only he's busy, man. He's busy.
Shout out to Tacoma Comics in the chat as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, wait a minute. Oh, wait 1 minute right now. We got another person jumping on the show right now. He goes by the name of. He's got a good name. He's got a very good name. I don't even know why, because we know him. But we got Victoria Sponge. Victoria Sponge in the house. What's going on, Victoria Sponge?
just out here cooking up some burgers and some eggplant on the grill. So you had a show going on. You dropped the link. I said, "Hey, I got to join." And now you built me up so much. I don't know how I can live up to that introduction, yo. It's just too hard, man. Too powerful an introduction.
Victoria Sponge, thank you for hanging out. This is the first appearance. I don't think no one has ever seen Victoria Sponge before. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Yo,
A little background on you, sir.
If you watch British Baking Show, Victoria Sponge is like one of the types of cakes they make with 2 levels of sponge cake and a thin layer of cream and strawberry jam in between, and then topped with buttercream on top. My son got into baking this past spring, so we rewatched all British Baking Show and did all that. So Victoria Sponge, I thought was just hysterical name in America. In England, it's just like saying pound cake.
Yeah. Okay. That's awesome. I want to say it looks beautiful out where you are right now. I'm quite jealous.
It's not, man. We just had 2 days of rain. Woke up this morning and it was one of those days where you're like, oh man, it's gonna just pour today. It's gonna be horrible. Then around 12 o'clock,
Beautiful.
it's not beautiful, man. You guys want to see my vegetable garden?
Yeah, it's definitely.
Go for it.
Let's go look at the vegetable garden. I'm gonna turn the camera around so you're gonna have to tell me like what.
We're gonna see some. Chad is happy for this one. Let's go. Let's get to the veggies, man.
All right, so you got all your sunflowers up here. All right, let's take it back a wide shot. All right, you got all your sunflowers, your beans, and your peas growing here. I don't know if you can see all those peas right there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's some nice wraps.
Snap
Awesome.
pea, yeah. And then I built this box last year. I just cleared this part out for winter planting. I put some cabbage and some carrots down there. Same thing on this side, more cabbage and carrots. I got my eggplant.
Oh,
I love eggplant, man. I have an
Which
eggplant in my
eggplant
garden
is
too.
a beautiful purple flower.
my wife would lose
After that, man. I just took a big old cucumber off of here. This is my cucumber. You can see a few more little baby cucumbers in there. I got some tomato. Oh, look at this basil, though. The basil's hiding.
Wow.
You got to keep your basil hidden because if it gets too hot, it'll flower. So keep it hidden, man. That's the key to basil. And then
I love green veggies and things like that, man. Growing stuff's cool. Like it can be a lot of work, but man, it's
It is a lot of work.
it's a great release, man.
Look at that, beautiful. Well, we all know
That's
that.
right, Perry. I bet they sure did.
these are different, right? Little
Yeah.
sunflower there. Little sunflower up there.
That's awesome.
Got some toast coming up here.
We all know Victoria Sponge is eating well.
A lot of tomato flowers. So
Healthy,
I didn't know this area doesn't get enough sun. So I'm going to redo this. These flowers here, these are the seeds that you got this, in the marketing for House of X. Those seeds that your LCS might be giving you a pack of seeds, the issue 1 right there. Strawberries all over here. Got a couple hundred strawberries this year. I made this little strawberry tower. Kind of cool. And then over here.
Hey, Tacoma, can you grab something and eat it out the wild? Can you eat it out the wild, Tacoma? Right there. Can you grab something and eat it? Can you grab something and just go out? Eat it. Eat it out the wild. Just grab something and eat it.
I am. I'm eating the peas. I'm eating the beans.
Nice.
Right? Look here.
Okay.
You see that? There's a pea. It's gorgeous, man. So look at that eggplant, man. More eggplant down here. A zucchini plant, and then I replanted this whole area too. So not bad for a first year. I haven't had a garden in like 3 years since I moved, so I'm pretty excited.
Sounds pretty cool. I think 90 is kind of jealous. 90 is kind of jealous.
Delicious.
Wait, 1 minute, guys. Don't
And
go
a lot
away,
of-
man. we're gonna bring in someone right now. He is he knows something
Nobody's going.
about
Uh-oh, did I lose you?
wait. He knows something about eating something.
Pizza.
French fries.
Oh yeah.
What up, Perry?
The one of the best parts about having kids is when they don't eat their McDonald's. You get to eat them.
Right. They just want the toys. You just eat the food to give them
Pretty
the toys.
much.
It's good.
Burn my hands, man.
That's
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. 1 minute, man. We're gonna bring in somebody else that want to hang out on the show, man. We got someone that he's probably not explained, but he's always
Missed.
comics.
Oh.
Misexplained, man.
What's up, guys?
What's going
What's
on,
up?
man? And
How-
right now, man.
Yeah, man.
He's got organic, homegrown fucking vegetables,
I know,
and I'm
man.
eating McDonald's.
He had the exact opposite, right? And I was like, oh, I hope he doesn't eat poison ivy or something, man. You know? He's like, oh, I know what I'm doing. He's like, oh god.
Oh, damn.
So
There's someone else that want to jump on, man. Let's break
Chicken
everyone
nuggets.
on. What the hell?
Yo,
Yeah.
Oh, Fraser.
Calm down,
what's going on, y'all?
No, seriously, one of the best things about the West Coast is there's no poison ivy out here. It's not hot enough in the summers. Poison ivy dies. Back when I lived in New York, I used to get that real bad. I had to go to the doctors and get a
Oh, wow.
shot.
There's poison oak though, but that's like high up in the mountains. It's
Yeah,
not like-
yeah. I just don't get it in my garden the way I would back in New York, man. That shit was bad. I used to grab trees that had it grows in vines as well as bushes, and I used to grab these trees when I was doing trail work. That they were covered in it. So I just got this grass.
You're such a dick, John.
Let's talk about something happier.
Yeah, when I saw you out in the sunshine, I was like, oh man, you live in like London or something? What's going on, man? It's like dark and rainy and flooding outside here where I live. Yeah.
Tacoma, man.
Beautiful.
Yeah, man. It's already dark, pitch
What's up,
black
John?
where I'm at.
John in the chat.
No, you just ain't got the light
Yeah.
on 90.
It's still 100 degrees here, man. Like,
Dang.
You look like
90's like, I got a baby. We gotta save all the money, turn the lights off, put the AC up. You know?
you gotta get those diapers, bro.
Computer screen light, you know. I'm trying to use the reflection from my, you know.
It's working. It looks good. What a band.
Thanks, buddy.
Yo,
John.
yo, man, this is Coast to Coast Comments, man. We just went off the rails, man.
It is, dude.
We
Coast
got
to
my
coast.
friend right now from the very beginning. We got Jeffrey, man. We got 90F in the house, man. 90 MFC in the house, man. Always busting my balls when we talk about fire pads or confident dropping or whatever the case may be,
I
man.
can't wait.
90 in the house.
Can't
We
wait
got
to be
for the
on by
first time ever, man. We got Victoria
copper drop.
Sponge. Victoria Sponge. What's going on, Victoria? Thank you for hanging out. And right
thanks
now,
for
man,
inviting me.
Is that for your
thank you.
WAP?
We got my friend right now from Orlando, Florida, man.
Yo,
He is Ghostbuster. Everyone out there in Orlando.
Oh,
He is
shoot.
Jacob of 1983. He is Sean
This
the
for-
Master.
this for
Man.
Jabroni, man,
Got
the
belt,
champion.
man.
Hell yeah.
And
If
right
you want to know what's funny, this is where I drill. But right up there, behind that door, that's the comic book room where you see me 99% of the time. It's freaky. I live outside of my comic book room.
Awesome.
and we got yo Victoria, relax for 1 second, man, because we got
You got me
I
excited,
gotta
man.
bring
You got
in
me
right now.
excited.
I gotta introduce.
We got Marvel the Cross
I gotta introduce
316.
that.
Thanks for being here.
There may be some comments misexplained. We got Jason. He's
Thanks.
never misexplained. He is Jason. What's going on, Jason?
So happy to
He's
be
in
here,
the
man.
house, man.
Yeah, stoked to be here. I'm drinking pumpkin. This brought him into the city today. So the fall beers are happening already, man. It's not even that
Yeah.
time yet. So
Well, maybe
to be on the same screen with the most misexplained person of all time, you know?
dude, I love, dude. Me and Puff go pretty way back, man. We've been in chats all the time together. I love Puff, man. It's great to be here screen to screen with you, bud.
Yeah, no problem, man. And same with Tacoma. You know, it's the first time I'm on the same screen with Tacoma.
Did you know Stay Puft was in Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
No lie, I didn't know that. My son was like watching Ghostbusters last year, and he kept saying Stay Puft, and I'm like, well, I know Stay Puft '83.
How's my kid know Stay Puft?
But he's the big marshmallow guy from the show, from the movies.
Yeah, man.
What do you think I got my inspiration for the name?
I don't know.
Obviously, you ain't been paying attention to all the Ghostbuster posters I've been doing.
Give me the honor to introduce one of the CTT members. He is no introduction needed. He is Perry Comics. He's been there since day one. We're now the dynamic duo. It's been a hard week, especially for Perry and myself, and especially everyone in the comic community. We're pushing forward, and I'm happy to do the show. I'm happy to have my friend here. He is Perry the Blazer Comics. He is
Perry the Blazer Comics.
He is the reaction video master of the world.
That's
Rocking
right.
out the Blazer, man.
Perry, I gotta
man,
react.
Hanging out here, man.
Perry, I got a react video. I got to show you. Like, I want to do one with you. We don't have to do it like live. You don't have to have me on screen or anything. I just want to like see your reaction, back panel, back screen, whatever behind the scenes. I don't want to tell you what it is. I want to like give you the link. You got to copy and paste it into YouTube and then watch. I just want to see your face as you watch. Man.
Last stream you ever have, Perry.
Yeah, it's not the ring or something. You know, it's not gonna pop out. And
Oh, I've seen the ring. That's a good one.
No, it's something like it's like a viral, like, it's like a viral kind of video, and I want to see how do you react to it. And like yeah, man. So, I got to contact you through Instagram.
Sure. I'll do it.
All right.
That's too funny. I want to see that too to record it, Perry.
Yo, I'm so mad. I was gonna release my DC movies like earlier this week, but I mean, I wasn't able to do anything this week.
Man, you gotta hit up the DC stuff now.
I know the DC. I'm like, oh, dude, like I missed out on all the DC stuff today. I'm like, damn, dude, I could have been doing reactions all day.
Dude, yeah, man. What's your next react then?
I got Man of Steel tomorrow.
Perfect, dude. DC,
and then all the DCs until next week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you should just do the DC train this whole entire next week, man. You know, while the fandom is happening. That's all everyone's talking about.
Perfect.
You guys see that new Batman trailer?
I did. I saw the one for the video game. I saw the Suicide Squad one.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I saw the Black Adam teaser trailer. The Wonder Woman 84 one.
Wonder Woman.
And I think that might have been it. But that Suicide Squad one was pretty crazy because
that looked pretty good, man.
All the rumor and speculations too is that John Cena is playing King Shark. John Cena is playing King Shark. And
Someone else.
After that, we found out John Cena is not playing King Shark, but is in the movie. So
I would have loved to see John Cena play. What's that one character? He's like he has like the American flag painted on his face.
Jack Flag.
No. He usually plays a bad guy. He's always in Captain America books. You know.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I want to say it's part of the Weapon X program, but I'm not quite sure. But there's like he's always like a clone. There's always a bunch of them, you know. But he has like the American flag on his face, like
he was the villain he was a character in Jessica Jones. You know, that blonde haired dude that was crazy. You know, ex-military guy. But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay,
I just want John Cena to play somebody that can go invisible, so we can say we can't see him. You know,
well, it shows who he's playing. Did you guys see that? Should I not spoil it if you haven't seen it? He's playing somebody. I don't even know the character, but his name Peacemaker.
Yeah. It looks awesome, dude. He looks great in that costume too, man.
It's crazy.
Nuke. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Apex Comics, man. I want to see John Cena play Nuke. I thought he would have been perfect for that role, man.
The video game looked pretty good. Are you talking about...
Some people were asking if there's multiplayer in that Gotham Knights game, because that game just looks tailor-made for online multiplayer.
They said at least 2, right? They said at least 2 players.
It should, because I mean, it looked like there's going to be the option of 4 different characters you could play as: the Red Hood, Nightwing, Robin, or Batwoman. So, like, it would be perfect for a co-op game. But
I ain't seen no new info on that.
Yeah, it looked pretty good. You know, I've tried to play some of the like Arkham Knights and I think Arkham Asylum games. And, I do pretty good, but I always get to the point where I get stuck, and then
same, man.
You know, that first couple hours, it's good. You know, like it's good.
That's how it was with like Wolfenstein. I got pretty far, and I'm like, all right, I'm done.
It took me a while to beat Arkham Knight because I got frustrated with all those damn tank battles and stuff. I was like, you know, I stopped playing it for a while before I picked it back up. But I was getting frustrated with those Batmobile battles.
Dude,
all right, guys, I gotta go feed the family. Thanks
All
for
right,
having me on.
Good to see you, Victoria.
I wish we could eat it to the screen, man. I want to taste it of whatever you're cooking, man.
All right.
Next time you're in Tacoma, you got it.
Take care, Victoria.
Dude, man.
Gore Vidal, Comic Noob. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, I love Gore Vidal, man. Him and I like are always like into like the weird cinema and like weird writer kind of things, man. Where I feel like we're on the same level. He shot some Jodorowsky Heat with the El Topo and Holy Mountain.
Yeah, I think John Comics says that Gore was the reason he did some of those videos, the movie videos, him and Bearded Comic Brothers.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, goodness.
One for the gram, right, Rod?
Yeah, one for the gram.
I'm hanging out.
Man.
That's what's up. Yeah, dude, that game looks so good, man. What's the first player you guys are going to play with in that game, man? I think I'm going to be Red Hood. I want to shoot some people.
What game?
The new one.
Gotham Knights.
Trailer was just released for it today.
Is that like Gotham City Warriors?
It's like Bruce Wayne apparently died, like Batman's dead, and so now like Gotham's kind of rising up. All the criminals are coming up. Yeah.
You should do a video for it.
Yeah, I'm about to do like a reaction video to the whole thing.
All night tonight, just reacting to stuff, dude. All this week of Fandom stuff, man. That's what
let's be real.
Panel double like in the next week.
But let's be real. Batman ain't dead, man.
Yeah.
No, I know. That was one of the first thoughts that I had.
Like, come on, there's always a contingency plan to a contingency plan. So
that's the first thing you see in the trailer. So you know damn well they wouldn't drop something like that on you right away if it was.
That's actually when he was on vacation with Catwoman on the beach, right? That's when it took place.
And then you see Moses Matches Malone show up later in the game.
Matches Malone with a mustache. Yeah. Totally. That's awesome. What's up,
I did like the reveal of, Court of Owls and stuff. So that was pretty cool.
That looks sick, dude. You're right. I forgot about that part. Yeah, I guess I still watched a video of Comic Snyder. Snyder did an interview recently, the writer, Scott. And he's talking about how they brought him in for that Court of Owls stuff and get like a second opinion on part of the story and character design and stuff. And he still couldn't release any details or like what it's about. Or he didn't really know too much. He's just a comic book writer, not a video game maker. But, he's like, yeah, they took me in, brought me in, showed me some stuff and approved some things. And it's like, look good. So I'm stoked for that. That looks cool. Like I have a little horror element to it on top of everything. Dude.
Yeah.
I'm stoked for that game. That game looks super hype.
Yep. Court of Owls and Talon is in it.
What about how about that Wonder Woman trailer, man? You guys watch that?
I did.
What'd you guys think of that?
I'm terrible with that. I haven't seen nothing.
I'm not sure if I understand the background enough because like obviously it's like time travel or something involved in it, right? Like of some sort. Because I know then she sees, wasn't it Steve or something? Is that or what's her old man's name? She's like, he's all like, oh, you look like the same as you were when I saw you the last time, and I'm like, why is it called Wonder Woman 84?
And how's he alive? It's like, is he a clone or something?
Yeah. So I mean, I don't understand everything about it, but as far as from what I saw in the trailer, it definitely left me excited to watch it, or at least find out more. So
I'm still not sold on like the Kristen Wiig cheetah kind of thing. You know what I mean?
I do agree with you on that.
My thing with Cheetah was she looked decent, but I didn't like the color tone around her because it made her look dark, and you didn't really get to see her colorful design as a character. That Cheetah look, it just looked in grayish tone. I wanted to see her in color. to really make that color stand out on her. That cheetah look.
It's funny because we saw her like kind of in her costume, and then later on as like an actual transformation monster, CG kind of character. So that's cool. We saw both. I kind of revealed a little too much. I kind of would have rather see that in theater than theater straight to digital, whatever. Who knows? Yeah. But like, I don't know, man. I'm kind of more positive about it. I thought the first one, I think Gal Gadot is so charming in general, so I like seeing anything she's in, dude. Like, why not?
I've had this discussion before with like John's comics and kids and stuff like that, because they're a little older and they used to watch the Wonder Woman show. So there was another person who played Wonder Woman on the TV show back in the day. But I think as far as casting, I think Gal Gadot is perfect.
Yeah, she's great. People always give her like, I guess, slack on like not being toned enough or ripped, and I'm like, oh well, it's like kind of like magic at the same time.
It is, right?
Like, but OG Wonder Woman wasn't really like that as well. She
you're right.
Very like, a woman-like figure. And I just want to say, if Perry hasn't reacted to it, I haven't seen it. So
that's all we watch is Perry react stuff now.
It's funny. I have people that they've watched my videos and they're like, hey, I've never seen any of the MCUs, but I like your reaction videos. I'm like, what are you doing watching my stuff if you haven't watched these movies yet?
You're spoiling for them,
You're ruining the whole movie. People say I do a good job of summarizing the whole movie in about 15 minutes. So no reason to watch the 2 hours.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, dude, a lot of people watch comic book reviews, instead of buying and reading the comic. It's like, might as well. Yeah, I mean, it's free content, dude. That we're dishing out all the time is free content. So it's like, hey, people will watch us.
It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if there was a book that I would, I'm like, I don't know if I want to read it. I would watch a review on it, and it might entice me to read it. But I think us as readers, I don't know, we like to dive in a little deeper. Find those clues.
Right.
Like me.
Oh, sometimes I watch spoiler reviews or read spoilers. And then, like, freaking 2 weeks later, I done forgot what the story was about.
I'm with you 100%. I'll go on, like, comic book news, and I'll be looking at something, and it'll be like, okay, there's a spoiler alert. We're going to spoil something for the next issue. I'm like, I don't care. I read it anyways. And then I'll go to read the comic book, and I forgot what I read. And then I'm back on I'll go back on comic book news, and I'll read the same article over again, and I'm like, oh, okay. It makes sense now. That's what that was talking about. So like my retention sucks.
But I also think that has to do with, like, for instance, like people like, oh, don't spoil a movie. And like for me, I don't care, because if the movie's that good to that point, you're still going to get drawn in. If the writing is still good, like even though you read it, you're still going to be like have that oh shit moment, so to speak. Like when you turn that page and you get that splash. So,
dude, I stay away from like spoilers. I stay away from trailers for the most part. I even watch trailers. So I want to be surprised when I actually watch the movie. I want to have like no content. If I know it's like any superhero stuff, don't want to know anything about it. I just want to watch it. So usually I don't even like.
I remember when they dropped the first trailer to Black Panther. I didn't watch the rest of them. I was like, I'm just gonna wait for the movie and be done. They dropped 2 more trailers. I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm going straight to the theaters to see this. You ain't got you already got me hooked. Got me hooked. So why I need to watch it?
For me, I had no hope in the Batman with Robert Pattinson. I was like, whatever, dude. I don't want to see that. I don't care. So I'll spoil whatever. And then I watched the trailer today. I was like, dude, that looks awesome.
Oh, the trailer for him came out today.
Dropped today.
Yeah,
like minutes ago.
Damn, I want to see that.
You got to do a react video. It'll be like 100,000 views tomorrow, man. and like, so like, dude, it looks awesome. And so I'm going to not watch any trailers or anything. And the director did a little speech thing, kind of interview before he showed the trailer. He's like, yeah, I'm also working on like the Gotham Central TV show. And so like the movie takes place during year 2, TV show takes place during year 1. So you gotta kind of get like a perspective of like all of a sudden, from the detective police people's point of view, be like, oh yeah, now there's some kind of people, like some kind of guy coming in beating people up and stuff. And you get the perspective of like a character, I think that might be good or bad. You're kind of seeing some corruption in police and his like way, you don't know how he's going to stand morally. So this sounds really exciting, man. I'm excited for the show. I think maybe even more than the movie, but like, man, that trailer.
Perry, do your reaction video of Batman in the Spider-Man costume and just give me a shout out in it, please. I want to thank my boy Chad 90MFC for this idea.
Well, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Hey, did you also see the interview that they did with James Gunn where he's talking about a Suicide Squad? And
I saw a little bit of it, but I was live at the time, so I couldn't really focus on it.
Man.
Basically,
Rican!
He's basically saying that like this new Suicide Squad
So
is like
Angel.
going to be his biggest passion project to date. So like,
yeah,
I mean, the way he builds it up, it's there's. You know, it sounds like it ought to be something pretty darn spectacular. And if it's not, I'm gonna be disappointed. It better be. Like, I think
that was really cool how they filmed. Like, they filmed the production of people filming. You know, it's like so you kind of get like the background information of someone that would be working there, of things exploding and cameras and stuff and things moving around. That was really cool, man, and it looked great from what I saw in that little like sneak.
I agree.
Peek, you know, that was cool.
I want to say something right now, man. Everyone, the panel is stacked right now, man. 140 Rod, the icon, man. We got Jeffrey in the house. We got 90 MF Comics in the house. We got Eric Comics. We got Jason from Comics. Never Miss Explain. We got the Ghostbuster Master. We got Stay Puft 1983. We got Mi Hermano de Puerto Rico. Tenemos ahora por Comics. What's going on? You guys, man, what you want to do right now? I think all you guys got a blue rents. Drop them. Drop the links. Tell them to follow you, man. Drop your channel and all that good stuff. So there it is, man. Thank you all, everyone in the house for hanging out on this Coast to Coast
Go to
comic.
X Hamster real quick.
Was it just me that was disappointed? Disappointed how Darkseid looked in the trailer?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the Snyder Cut, bro. I don't know how I feel about it. It's supposed to be like, what, 3 hours long, 4 hours long, you said? I was like, oh, come on. I don't know, man. I can't believe he's going to make me rewatch the piece of crap Justice League movie again for one more time. Like, I don't know, man. I was not a fan of that movie.
Shit, I ain't even rewatched that movie since it came out.
Yeah, I saw it in the theater. And that was it.
You know what? Everybody talk about the Snyder Cut, and I'm like, bro, I didn't even watch the ultimate cut of Batman vs Superman. Like, I had no interest in watching that. Why would I want to watch the Snyder Cut?
I know, it's because there wasn't even a cut. You had to get money to make a new thing. It wasn't even a cut. It wasn't done. He had to make a thing. So it's like there's no Snyder Cut. There's still no Snyder Cut. It's a final product that it should have been done. They interviewed the people who made like the Avengers movies and also Captain America, Winter Soldier. You know, the guys that made Endgame so those two directors were like, yeah, you know, they said it in a nice way. It's like, oh yeah, our final cut was like the actual end product. You know what I mean? Like, but yes,
I'm not really hyped for that movie.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
That Steppenwolf 2 got a new design, and like even then, I'm still not impressed. It's like, all right, well, but I am gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it one more time. So I did like it more than Batman vs Superman, though. I don't know, man. I did not like that. Was the worst one I thought out of all of them was BVS.
Yeah, I could not stand that movie. That movie made me roll my eyes so much just seeing certain scenes. I was like, I walked out of that theater so disappointed.
I felt like there was just a bad pacing to the movie, but I also feel that there's a lot of things very true to comics that people look past that didn't really tend to point out. Now I know what a lot of people think about like Lex Luthor with the hair, but in the original Superman comics, he was a scientist with long red hair. So like there were certain things that I thought it was cool that they really stayed true to the comics. And I don't care what anyone says about Batfleck shooting that guy. Jason, I know, bro, Batman carries a gun. He's carried a gun before. He's ruthless.
Yeah.
And if it's his life or the other guy's life, Batman's taking him out. Let's go. Come on. So,
no, I agree. Yeah. And that was more like a dream he had too. You know, it was like a fantasy kind of thing. That wasn't an actual scene that took place with him in the desert with the gear on, the tactical gear, shooting guns.
Well, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Because it was and supposedly Snyder was supposed to have like a trilogy, and it was supposed to set up that was going to be the future in a sense and that was an actual glimpse of another movie. Awesome. Because Snyder talked about it on a panel one time that he goes, yeah, what you saw there was actually a clip from a movie from the future when Darkseid actually comes. And that's why he was saying Lois was the key. you know, or the Flash was saying Lois was the key, and you know, connecting them all.
Dude.
So like, it sounds crazy, but Snyder's very comic, like he has like a comic
He's got a
book
long
mind.
plan, like a long
Yeah.
game, you know, like
You know?
Hickman, you know.
So
Hickman's got
I
a long
mean,
plan.
the pacing of the movie is really bad.
Mhm.
There were certain scenes that I did like, and then there was other scenes that, you know, were just terrible. Like, you know, I felt like everything with freaking Lois was horrible. Like,
Yeah.
and it just messed up. You know what I'm saying?
She dropped the spear into the water, you know,
Yeah,
like,
you know?
it's just like everything
Not only
she did was
that,
terrible.
not only that, the side plot with the whole investigating the whole thing in Africa and the bullets
Yeah.
stuff. I'm like,
Just
man,
yeah, bro.
take
So
that
bad.
out the movie.
Yeah,
That's the
they're-
Poor
bad.
Jimmy Olsen, he
that.
got killed in the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Oh my god!
I mean, but for me though, one of the best parts of the movies, come on, bro, that Wonder Woman scene when
Oh,
she
yeah.
comes shooting down, oh, bro, sick, you know.
Yeah.
And I also think the other thing that hurt that movie, and kind of going back to what you guys are saying about trailers, they showed way too much in the trailers.
Yeah.
Because they try to cram a lot into a movie, but if I still believe to this day, if they kept Doomsday quiet, and if that happened in the movie and no one knew about it, people would have lost their tops.
Well, that's
But,
the
the,
thing.
but the
'Cause they never
problem
would've
was
thought.
I didn't like the inclusion of Doomsday because number one, they used Zod as body to create Doomsday, and then
Well, but
you
you have
know
to remember that
they tried to do 3 different storylines in this movie, and you're gonna
No.
just do Death of Superman right
Yeah.
on the second movie?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
I mean, but I think he was just trying to connect it, you know, by using Zod, and because you know, have to remember that he's keeping that connection. And then one of the things I liked is the beginning of the movie is the end of Man of Steel, but it's the perspective from Bruce on the ground, and it's him like taking down the city, and that's why he was showing that he was so bitter against Superman. So I mean, I don't think it's a great movie by any means, but I think it just has you know true parts to comics and certain things that are all right with it.
What's up, Rob?
Well,
Not bad, Rob.
well said, 90. Well said. Very good point to, on us right now. But I think we have someone. It's going to be a true first appearance.
All right.
It's a true first appearance. You know
I
how
have to get this episode slabbed, man.
Well, you know, yeah, we have comics that have true first, but we have someone. We got better. Great. Him. This is the first time ever,
What's
man.
up, Vader AJ?
Oh, yes. NWO.
He's muted. He's got to unmute. You're unmuted.
Yeah, you're on mute.
There you
I
go.
am
There you
muted.
go.
Thank you, gentlemen. Good to see you guys.
okay.
Good to
No,
see you too,
I won't be
bro.
able to add much to the conversation, but damn, I love listening to you guys. You're so knowledgeable about the subject, and you have so many good viewpoints. I just wanted to get in and just, you know, sit with you guys and just
soak it
learn
all
and
in.
listen.
Yeah,
Just
man.
ask
Soak it all
Soak
in.
it
Soak it all in.
Soak it in.
Yeah, soak it all
When we
in.
talk about Daredevil, it just goes to a different level. You know, Daredevil.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Dude, with this Snyder thing, I think he's like, all right, I got one shot. Let me take all the popular stories that I know of and let me cram it all into one. That's what he's
I mean, it's
man. You got
possible.
one shot, you know. Let me do it. And
Yeah.
people were like, "Yo, that was really bad, dude."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, that wasn't my thing. I didn't get to finish it. So give me another chance." So
Yeah,
we're all giving him another chance.
let's release the ultimate cut. That's the
Yeah.
true version. I'm like,
Yeah.
good lord.
Well, that's what goes back. That's what the hardest part, it seems like, with these comic book movies is finding a line between doing just enough and not doing too much. That was the same thing we had with the Amazing Spider-Man 3. They introduced all the villains. It was just a bunch of stuff. You couldn't focus on any of them and get one good, solid storyline.
It's just too much.
Too much. It's too much. And I understand where they're coming from. They want to make a big bang. They want to try to make things work. Characters sell. But at the same time, like, you got to have a good storyline.
Now I think they found the ultimate excuse where it's like, okay, so apparently they're keeping Ezra Miller on the payroll, even though he fucking bashed that woman. He choked her out.
Dude, I was reading something about that today, and they're all talking about how they were excited how well his appearance in the movie was received so warmly, and I'm like, why is this guy even still around?
I can't believe it. And so apparently they're keeping a Flash movie. The Flash movie is going to have multiple Batman in it. So like they're introducing the multiverse. So that's their excuse. Like I guess apparently for the new The Batman with Robert Pattinson, you know, it's year 2. He's like, oh yeah, this is just one verse of Batman. You know, this is my multiverse of Batman. You know, so apparently I think they're all going to meet up. They're introducing the whole entire DC multiverse. You're going to see Keaton, Kilmer. You're going to see them all. I guarantee you, dude. You're going to see all the Batman. It's like, do we really want to see that as comic fans?
No.
That's a little much.
Hey,
I don't know, man. I don't know.
So when I was watching the trailer for that video game today, and I first saw Bruce Wayne's face at the very beginning when he's sending that text message over, the first thing I thought was, from here up, it's Val Kilmer, and like from here down, it's all just messed up. It's just a mess. It was weird, man. Like I mean,
they used the mustache removal technology from Superman, right?
Yeah, dude. I didn't even understand what was going on with that Batman.
Honestly, sometimes I think what's best for the DCU it's just to scratch the whole thing and start over. They wanted to, with Justice League, I think they wanted to catch up with what Marvel was doing with Avengers without the whole 10 years behind the Avengers.
Yeah, and I think Rican kind of nailed it on the head there. Like, I think instead of like building into their universe, they put you right into the middle of it, and then they were trying to build out. And I think that is what probably caught people off guard. I think the other thing that's just really wrong with Justice League, and just to me, when you watch the movie, you could just tell it's just like, I guess Snyder started it, and then somebody else came in and just has like this terrible feel. So like, I want to see this quote unquote Snyder cut just to see if it like had the same tone as the Batman versus Superman and Man of Steel, because like for me, okay, maybe through his series you have a movie that doesn't hit, but if that tone stays the same and then you watch everything overall, you might be like, all right, cool, you might enjoy it more, because not every Marvel movie hit, but you could watch them all and the tone in all of them are about the same, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, and it makes you be like, I have to, be invested to it.
Dude, BVS for me was the worst thing I've ever seen, like in life. It was like, it's down there below Troll 2, below The Room, it's like terrible. And so like, that was his cut. So it's like, okay, so now we're getting like a 4-hour long your cut. It's like, oh boy, I don't know if I can handle that. But he said, someone in the interview, they are like, is there something we can expect from like the Flash that, what do you expect? Whatever. He's like, oh, well, I will say Barry has a thing with like time and things, something like that. So I'm expecting Flashpoint. I think we're gonna see Flashpoint, dude.
Well, that's what he was James, or maybe it was James. I read an article and they said
that's all.
The Flash is what caused the time travel, which led to all these different worlds that have created all these different.
Yeah, I think we're at least not quite Flashpoint, but I mean more like an introduction to the multiverse. You know what I mean? I think he's going to introduce the multiverse, and then all of a sudden we're going to be like, oh yeah, well, like now Joaquin Phoenix Joker's connected. Oh
no,
yeah,
exactly. No, I think that's exactly what they're trying to do.
It's going to be so dumb.
But look at this conversation about the multiverse and all this stuff, and like. Isn't that what messed DC up in the first place, which is what led to Crisis on Infinite Earths?
Yep.
They got all these multiverses, all these different parallel versions of characters, and like, man, you gotta do Flashpoint to fix things, and then you're gonna mess it all up, and you gotta do Crisis to fix things. I'm like.
I mean, here comes the New 52. Yeah.
No. And then they have Jeff Johns do Rebirth, and then they screw everything up in the Rebirth titles. Like, Rebirth was a perfect
screwed everything up. He created all this.
Hey, guys, do you expect these movies that are about to come out, like Wonder Woman 89 and the new Batman movie, Suicide Squad, and everything else? Are you expecting those movies to have the Marvel formula, like? There's a before and after with the DCU. Right after the Justice League, I think they try to kind of copy a little bit of the formula that Marvel did with a little bit of more humor on the movies and everything else. And Aquaman was a hit, and Wonder Woman was a hit, and they kind of left behind all that seriousness. So do you think the Batman is going to retake that seriousness, or are they going to mash in that Marvel formula? Because if you watch Harley Quinn, for example, that movie is just a ripoff of Deadpool.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see Harley Quinn.
What do I think is going to happen, or what do I hope happens? Because I wish DC nothing but the best throughout all of this. But let's face it, like with their track record, I'm expecting this to be just a bunch of hot doo-doo water.
That Batman trailer looks serious. That did not look jokey at all whatsoever. I don't think we're going to get any quips. I don't think we're going to have those Batfleck, one-liners. where he's like a
Okay.
pal, a buddy. Has
Okay, so the Batman One-Liners and Justice League were terrible, but what I like, for instance, is about Serious Batman. But I like how Jeremy Irons, the quirkiness played well off of Batman. Like I want that. I still want a serious tone, but give me. You still need well-placed strokes in a movie to keep a flow and to keep you involved, so to speak.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of burnt out on serious Batman. Let's go back and just give me Adam West style Batman with the bang and the power,
with the big bomb he's carrying,
big bomb and the charcoal color and all that stuff. Let's go back to the campiness.
I love Jeremy Irons Alfred. Jeremy Irons Alfred was money, and I think I think his little, sarcasm was very well placed at certain parts where, Affleck was serious, but I would be laughing.
Fantastic though, man. That's a high class actor, Jeremy Irons.
Oh, I know.
The new Alfred we're getting in the Batman with Robert Pattinson is that dude that played the Claw, and he's a director. Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis. Bro, Andy Serkis is so good too, bro.
I liked Shazam, and Shazam was one of those. It was serious, but yet it also had its good, feel good comedy kind of stuff in it too. So as far as when you get to a seriousness, I think they found it pretty. They found that happy medium with Shazam, in my opinion, where they could be dark and serious and still.
I enjoyed Shazam and Aquaman. I just felt that those movies kind of went a bit too long. They could have shaved off maybe 10, 15 minutes, and it would have been a much tighter movie. Especially Aquaman. I almost felt like an eternity just to get to that great big battle at the end.
That was a cool battle, though. That was like a Lord of the Rings battle, though.
The build-up to get to it was great, but I felt like there was some things in the middle they could have cut out.
Yeah, no doubt. And also, how about that movie?
No, go ahead. Those movies are great. It's just they don't have rewatchability because they're so long. You don't want to sit through the whole movie just to watch that last scene again.
I feel that.
Right.
Yeah.
Good point.
To swing back to Andy Serkis, I was just upset that they killed him off in MCU because he was incredible.
I know,
yeah, man, that was
good, man.
Yeah.
What?
I said, is anybody really ever killed off though?
No, but he was pretty much Caps, bro.
Yeah, I know, for real. But he was good, very good.
He was phenomenal, man.
What's up, Tony Fett? Good to see you, brother. Southern Comic Geek, what's up? Good to see you tonight.
For Shazam, man, the one I like that movie, but the one thing I don't like was Zachary Levi's acting as a kid, because the kid acted as a normal, orphan or whatever would, as a normal young pre-teenager or whatever would. But then when he comes to Zachary Levi pretending to be the kid, he's like, "Oh, what's going on?" He's super over exaggerated as a goofy kid. It's it's terrible, dude. So I like him as an actor and as a person and a human being, but he did not do well as playing a kid, man. I thought
there was certain scenes where I felt he was overdoing it.
The kid didn't act like that, so why is he acting like that?
I felt like in certain situations, he needs to just turn that kid switch off and do something different because the main villain was beating his ass and he's still running away from him. I'm like,
for sure. And I was stoked to see Mr. Mind in there. I love Mr. Mind, little worm, man. I love Mr. Mind. So I was stoked to see that. I'm excited for part 2. I thought it was a great movie overall, man. I love Shazam, dude. But overall, it was good. I did not like Zachary Levi's playing a kid.
I'd like to go back to the question we had about the next Batman film, about whether it'd rather be a more serious film or a more, I guess, fun film. I actually want to hear what the chat has to think about.
Good call.
What would you guys prefer about the next Batman film? Would you rather see something more serious and dark, or a little more fun and campy and entertaining? I guess they would both be entertaining, but I'd like to hear, or the panel's opinion. I'd like to hear that.
I think
you guys
Ray wants to see George Clooney back. That's what he wants.
Val Kilmer all the way.
Val Kilmer with the bat thong. Yeah, the bat thong. Yeah, remember that? My mom remembers that.
Go ahead, Ray. You can take it away from there, man.
Serious and dark, says Tony Fett.
Ooh, I see. For me, it doesn't necessarily have to be serious and dark, and you can get some tidbits of humor in there. But I would really like it to be like an Ed Brubaker kind of detective story. You know what I mean?
Oh, Ed Brubaker, man.
Like a noir detective story, you know. I want to see some detective work in there. And yeah, you can have your points of violence. I like that it's year 2, so he's a little unhinged. He's really mad, a young mad kid. Just beat like that in the trailer. He just beats the crap out of a guy, like unnecessarily over someone that might just need help or money. You know, like as a Batman guy, you know, that's Batman's flaw is he just like hurts like poor people and like the mentally insane when they need help. But and he has money, he can just give them help. But so that's Batman's flaw. But it's like they kind of touch on that. I don't know, man. Like it's cool seeing him be a young mad kid. I guess is what I'm saying. Like the new trailer, like he is overly violent. So it'd be cool seeing a little unhinged, a little serious. But man, I would prefer a more detective story, a smarter Batman. A smarter Batman.
I want to see more of the detective side of Batman. You know, him just investigating, picking up clues, and you know, figuring out situations. I want to see a proper Riddler too. You know, I really want to see a good Riddler.
That's what
they could do a really dark, sinister Riddler. That would be amazing. Yeah. Real quick, just want to give a shout out to Air Spider 23. Thank you for being here. Short Box Padawan, thank you for joining us. But yeah, you know, like, and I don't have a problem with like how they portrayed him when Jim Carrey played the Riddler. But the Riddler could seriously, like, if you did a good Riddler, like you could do a solo Riddler movie, origin style or something like that, and make it super dark and sinister. And I think it would be awesome. Like, I think that's a character they should really try to explore more.
That's
with
the villain
some humor, with some humor lined in, like Apex Comics says. And shout out to Shortbox Padawan. Shorty, what's up? Good to see you.
That's the new villain in the new Batman. Pattinson. It's the Riddler, and apparently he has like tape all over his face and stuff. He looks like Hush a little bit, and his clues are more like this, like Saw. You know, like he's like, let's play a game. You know, kind of serial killer kind of vibe. You know, so it's cool. They're making him darker and more sinister. I'm looking forward to it. And the actor playing him was also the guy in There Will Be Blood. That little like Jesus freak kind of crazy guy. I was like really like that guy,
the priest there that he's so creepy. What a villain.
Great, dude. Yeah. So he's gonna be a great Riddler, man. I'm stoked for it, dude. This Batman.
Man, you brought up him looking like Hush, and it made me think of the Hush animated movie, and that was disappointing with that thing. And I was like, what?
Is that bad? I wanted to watch it.
It was good up until you get to that reveal, and I'm like, come on now, that's not in the freaking book, man.
Yeah.
I hope they don't waste 20 to 30 minutes in the movie explaining what happened to Martha and what happened to Thomas again and again and again, all the movies. But something that I wanted to ask you guys, there's a big contrast in what Ben Affleck did as a Batman versus what Chris, whatever his last name is, as Batman. I know what Christopher Nolan tried to do on the Batman was kind of more bring it to real life with like real tech and everything else. And when Batman showed up in Batman versus Superman, he was kind of grappling in the roof and then punching people through the floor and everything else was a little more unrealistic. So would you rather have more comic style fights or more realistic like Christopher Nolan did?
I'll say this about BVS. The best scene is when Batman was attempt to save Martha, and that whole battle scene with those guys almost felt like it was Arkham style fight. You know, it's like I was playing the Arkham game. You know, with the way he was moving and bouncing around. Yeah. I was like, oh, this is straight out of the Arkham video games, man. I was like, that was badass.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
In my mind,
I feel like if we can get a mix of both, then it would be a nice balance.
Yeah, I want to see that Daredevil hallway scene. You know what I mean? Where he's fighting the guys, walking through the building, like left to right, you know, just like getting beat up and like moving forward, you know, because he has infinite will. I want to see that. I want to be in the detective. Dude, I want a more like realistic Batman, but he does, because he's so smart too, you know. I want to see him be able to create those inventions to do almost unrealistic things and more powerful things, but I want like a reasonable explanation for them too, you know? So
not
kind of mix in the middle. Yeah.
Rod, what do you think? What's your opinion? We haven't heard from you.
Oh, man, I'm just like, I don't know.
Wilson.
I'm looking at my phone. I'm texting my wife at the same time. So
gotcha.
Multitasking.
Like,
boom.
You have your priorities straight. You have your priorities straight. That's a good thing.
Holding it down for me.
Hey guys, I'm gonna head off.
Thank you for being here, Sean.
I'm gonna be on Life with Two YouTubers. She's doing the open invite show, so I'm gonna see if I can get in the spot in there. So
nice.
It was great seeing you, Rican, Jason, 90, Jeff, Rod, Beta Ray Jim. Great seeing all you guys. Great conversation. Hopefully we can do this again.
Yeah, sure, brother. Good to see you.
All right, man. Later, guys.
Later.
So, guys, another thing that I wanted to mention earlier, you was talking about the trailer for Wonder Woman, and I've only seen bits and parts of it so far. But the reveal for Cheetah, did you enjoy that? Because I thought it was like kind of way too dark. I don't know. I don't want the same thing that happened with Cyborg when it's way too much CG. What's it called?
Yeah.
CGI, way too much CGI mixed with a human, and that shit looks, I don't know, that looks way too phony. So I don't want that. And the little bits and parts that I seen from that clip, it gives me that vibe.
Agreed. Yeah, it really does. We'd see her in a costume, and then later on we see her as a CGI cheetah, like crawling on walls and things like that. And she's just all like a cartoon, like a digital cartoon. So I don't know. I like Kristen Wiig as an actress, but she's always a comedian, so it's hard for me to see her and take her seriously as a villain.
Yeah.
I mean, people say that about Jim Carrey, but he's a great actor, though. He can play a serious, sadistic character. He has a full range. But as Kristen Wiig, we've only really seen her in I guess some dramas and things like dramedies, but for me, I don't take her seriously as a bad guy unless they pull a full card and give her really good intentions on why she doesn't like Wonder Woman or why Wonder Woman ruined her life, So we'll see.
Yeah, and they I don't know if they really covered it, but in the trailer there's a scene where, I don't know exactly how it plays out in the movie, but in the trailer it made it seem like Kristen Wiig was standing there talking to Wonder Woman, and she's like, "Your whole life you've always been successful and had everything, and I've had nothing, and now it's my turn." So I don't know if they're just making it one of those jealous hater kind of things. That's kind of what it seemed like I got from the trailer, which reminds me of some of those campy villains from the CW Flash movies and stuff like that, are just haters. That's kind of what it seemed like in this movie. But like I said, that was just from the trailer.
Yeah, it looks good, quality wise, picture wise, digital wise, but at the same time, it's story wise, and I don't really. That was the trailer that had me the least excited for all the stuff I saw. Unfortunately, because I really did. I liked Wonder Woman, the first one, so I was excited for this. And for me, it feels like it's going to be a bit of the same, but I don't know, less good. I don't know, man. I have my doubts, unfortunately, but I'm going to watch it.
Me too. Right, Wonder Woman so far has been my favorite DC movie series, both of them. So
guys brought out some good points, man. I think there's someone from Florida. He is the Cantonese kid. I want to jump on the show, man. Let's bring on the Cantonese kid, man. And let me tell you something right now.
What's up, man?
Jeff,
what's up, man?
If I had a razor, I would shave your head right now. You gotta cut that shit off, man.
No way, dude. No way.
Man, this is what happens when Corona happens, man.
Get a razor, man.
No way, dude.
That's all you gotta do, man. What's going on, Jeff?
Not much, man. Not much.
Jeff, you pick up any new Vampirellas, man? I know you're a big Vampy fan like I am, dude. I love my Vampirella.
Not. Oh, actually, yeah, I did. I picked up Joe Jusko's Virgin variant.
Nice, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, I think you have probably the best Vampirella collection. Also with I'm trying to remember who else is a big Vampy collector.
There's a couple of us out here.
Right?
There's a couple of us.
Yeah. You saw I got Vampy 1, right? 4.5.
No,
beautiful,
my
dude.
God.
That's awesome. That's so sick. Wow.
Yep.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's gonna go in a frame and everything. So
sick.
Yep.
Nice.
Claim.
You can frame slabs. I didn't know you can frame slabs.
Yeah.
That's cool.
One of the guys in the community can actually make the frame, so he's actually making me a frame.
Dude, that should be a big business. It's frame for CGC slabs, a third party. I bet you could make a big business out of that, where like all eventually CGC would be like, "Yo, we got to make our own frames." You know, like,
right?
All right, guys.
So nice.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna log off. My computer's about to die. I don't know where the charger is right now. So, but thank you, Rob, for letting me in a little while. And if there's an open invite next Saturday, I'll see you guys.
Cool.
All right. Thanks for being here, buddy. Getting all your help and support, brother.
Make sure you check out right now. IG on YouTube. Check them out right now. That's what I said right there. Check out the Fandom members channels, man.
I'm gonna grab another beer, so I'll be right back.
All right, I'll be right here. I want to grab something else to drink too.
I guess
we're going on 2 hours right now, man. And we're hanging out with my friend from the beginning, Jeffrey, the dictionary of the anything has to come. But let me rephrase that. Anything that comes to Incredible Hulk. That is your dictionary right there, man. That is your dictionary. He is the man. He knows everything about the Hulk Master. Hulk. You know that. It's true, man.
I try to. I don't know everything, but I try to know as much.
Right now, in the bottom right there, in the right-hand corner, we got Jeff, Comic 813, the Cantonese kid. I call him the Cantonese kid because he knows a little something about some vampy. Thank you for hanging out on the show right now. Coast to Coast Comics, 70+ weeks we've been doing the show.
Yep.
And thanks for hanging out with us right now.
Yeah.
Let me tell you right now, brothers and sisters, thank you so much, everyone that's been supporting the hashtag Comic Party Nation and the Ocasio family.
Thank you. Yes, guys, from the bottom of my heart.
Oh damn! The whole squad is coming back. Like, they all walk away, back. Like, did something. Well, you know what? I'm gonna take my squad. I'm gonna take my beauty mug. I'll be right back. How about that?
All right.
All right.
Good Lord! All three of them walk back at the same time. Good Lord, man. Hey, Jeff, follow me, man. Come on,
follow you.
I just got back.
Drink time. We were all taking breaks to grab a drink, pretty much. Oh yeah, he said to say goodbye. He had to take off.
Yeah.
Him and Buddington Comics. Yes.
Well, if you pick up MP1, you have to pick up this one too. The Alex Ross cover.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that out. Yeah.
The back view, that's awesome. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. More comics should have that, man. More iconic comics have the back view of what's happening.
Yeah,
you know, another one that I saw recently was just some random one on somebody's Instagram post, but it was a Superman, and it was the back pose. And Superman is just yoked as could be, dude. Just like super yoked. You can't even see his waist. His cape's flowing down in the back. But yeah, I agree. Some more nice back shots like that.
Well, this one's in memory of Frazetta. Anyways, it's Alex Ross that did it. And this is in memory of Frazetta, so it's just like his style too. So it looks just like the original from behind.
Sick,
yeah.
Something about that cover, I just like it.
Yeah, man. With the moon.
I can see two things, but
two cheeks.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's great.
Show that Vampirella 1 again, though, please. My God, so nice.
4-5.
Wow.
So beautiful. Well done, sir.
Yep.
Jason, I gotta know. Have you read?
Is that the car one by Chip Zdarsky? I got it, but I didn't get to read it yet. Is it good? All right, cool.
Check it out. Yeah, it's good. I think you dig it out. It's I thought it was like it's Zdarsky.
That's a Comixology exclusive too. Because I bought it as soon as it came out, but I never got to read it. It's like Fast and Furious, or like more fun, more jokey, or
I kind of said it earlier on the show. I guess not to really give like too much away, but it's about this girl who pretty much gets like possessed,
Oh,
like
so good.
her car and her kind of get possessed by a demon, and this demon is using her like as a Lyft driver to take this soul to hell.
Wow.
And they
Oh,
get
that's cool.
trapped in, like purgatory, and like
Now
you
the
know,
name makes sense after Lyft.
yeah,
Wow.
bro, it's good, man.
Rod, you gotta show that book again. I'm sorry, bro. That Daredevil looks great, man.
Afterlift
which one?
sounds great.
Look at that Daredevil.
Which one?
Look at that Daredevil.
Just real quick, Blinking Comics is running a giveaway on his Instagram. So if you guys are either friends with Blinking Comics or don't know him, go find him on Instagram. And he is doing a contest right now.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh hell yeah! That's awesome.
Rod,
yeah.
do you have a
Daredevil,
comic
my
in your hand,
God.
Rod? I
Yeah.
can't make it out all the way over here.
Please go big.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'll put that
big.
away.
Should we all show our recent pickups, man? Recently, I got
Oh, nice.
this one Thor.
Oh, I saw that on
Dude.
your Instagram.
Dude, I love
Oh,
this
that
cover
was
so much, man.
cool, man.
I love
That
it,
was
dude.
so
Variant.
cool.
Hey, this
That
one
last
is
page is so
the
sweet.
Del Auto Cobra.
Oh yeah.
Dude. I think it looks badass, dude. That Thor though.
Huge Thor fan, but look at this Daredevil.
Look at that Daredevil. Make it big, Rod. Show it off. Show it off, buddy. Make yourself big.
No, it's all right.
This are
It's all right.
Electro.
That's just that's nothing big. That's just
nothing big.
That's just issue 2.
No big deal. You know, issue 2.
I got a
five
good
of them.
price.
Awesome.
So nice.
Dude,
And
which,
the funny thing is, Jason, man, I get my balls busted every time I mention Daredevil.
well, I'm just gonna ask you, Rod.
What the hell, man?
I mean, because there are great Daredevil reads. What's your favorite what's your favorite Daredevil run or read that you would say is like any Daredevil fan should go read, or someone that doesn't know Daredevil go read?
Beta Ray Jim.
The Frank Miller run. My God, Daredevil 181 might be the best thing I've ever read. Well, one of the best things I've ever read, comic book or no, like one of the best things I've ever read, Daredevil 181. That whole Frank Miller run. I read the omnibus a couple months ago, and it still has just stuck with me. Those issues, it's amazing. My opinion, but just so good.
Agreed. The one on mine up right now that's Daredevil, I guess, related that I kind of prefer is Elektra by Sienkiewicz and Frank Miller. And so I'm kind of looking up at I'm trying to find a good big hard edition cover of that, because that like when that came out, that was like really groundbreaking, and people weren't like quite sure what to think of it because the art was so different. You know, it's kind of like I don't know. It was just kind of abstract, you know, and just different. You know, Sienkiewicz was on another level, especially back in the day in his New Mutant period. Also, that's when it kind of took place. So it's a really special period. I want to find like a big like artist edition of it. But I think that the one they made is like it's just a regular hardcover of it instead of like a large one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely looking forward to. There you go. There's one I found is Elektra Assassin. Miller Sienkiewicz, Marvel Premiere hardcover. So that's what that looks like. But yeah, it's just like a hardcover.
Okay, cool. One for me that I recommend to everyone is Kevin Smith and Joe Quesada's run.
Yeah,
it is so good.
Mm-hmm.
The art, surprisingly, Kevin Smith, you know, as much as we all know he loves Batman, but I think he's a terrible Batman writer. But he killed that Daredevil run. 12 issues. Love how he used, I guess, the main protagonist in that run. I don't want to give anything away for those that want to go and read it, but that's one Daredevil run that I highly recommend to everyone. I love Ed Brubaker's Daredevil as well. I think that's up there and probably doesn't get enough talk. And I didn't think it was terrible, but at the time where, you know, when the whole Civil War II and all that was happening,
Bendis.
yeah.
There you go. There you go. I was about to show that.
Daredevil too. I like Charles Soule's Daredevil. I thought he had a good.
I got
run
the
on
3
Daredevil.
volumes of their on Bendis one.
I love that how like every Daredevil writer has made Daredevil's life harder to pass on to the next one, and it's been talked about like with Chip Zdarsky. It's like, how are you going to pass on Daredevil? What possible circumstance are you going to bring him into before you pass it on? He's like, you know what? I might just end it where like Daredevil's really happy, because like how worse could you end it for a writer? It's like, oh, Daredevil has a happy ending.
And honestly, Zdarsky
It's my work bag.
making his claim as one of the best runs too, man. It's up
I
there.
agree, dude.
It's so good.
It is up there. Oh, beautiful, dude. That Matt Miller and Jansen, dude. Great combo.
I read the first one. This is the second one, and it's unopened. The third one.
Oh man,
nice.
So I'm waiting. I gotta get on my reading, man.
I was just gonna say, it sounds like someone's not caught up.
Oh man, it's easy, man. Just let's stop this.
Yeah, I'm with Dan Percy, man. Zdarsky's run right now is just so good. I'm all about it.
Oh yeah, the current run.
Dude.
Oh my.
There it is,
Yeah,
man.
that's amazing. Now, I'm kind of hoping that the detective guy becomes like a superhero at the end, where he gets a costume and a name. Like, it's all been built up just for him, but like at the same time, it'd be cool not to see that. But like, you know, it could go either way.
And just for the record, if you mention Daredevil to me on Copper Drop, Rod, because I'm going to come on Copper Drop, I'm going to tell you it's terrible, okay? But secretly, I love it. Yeah. I can admit it on Coast to Coast, but not on.
That reputation helper.
But no,
man.
But I'm with you, Rod. I love me some Daredevil. I was so happy you were able to get your Grail and get that book when you did get it, and hell yeah, bro! And then hopefully John gets.
John's at a very good price.
John's gonna get his by Christmas. That's what his goal is, right? So, you know. But all right, damn Daredevil. Those are great Daredevil runs. People go read them. Let us know what you think in the comments.
I really like that. The Last Rider's villain that he had, like, looked like a Pope guy with like a mask or whatever. Man, like.
That was Charles Soule, and that was Vigil.
Vigil.
Yeah,
dude,
man.
That villain design was great, and that's a villain I've always wanted to see, because Daredevil's like a religious guy, so I always want to have him have like a religious crew of villains. Like, I want to see the whole entire like religious aspect as villains, you know, but like with their own twisted versions, or they're bad, you know. So he has to find a way to beat them. I'd love to see that. It's never been done before until that villain, but it was just a dream. It wasn't real, you know. So it's like
Soul killed that, and he also had another part where it was an Inhuman, I think, that was like taking people throughout the city and like murdering them, but then using their body as like art and displaying it in an actual art gallery, and that to me was like super cool too. Like. Yeah, so like Charles Soule, he went to some pretty dark places with Daredevil, man. And he's one of my favorite Marvel writers, bro. He kills the Vader run. I think I didn't start reading his current Star Wars run, but I can only imagine it's great, and I need to get on it. But
that is great.
I like his Daredevil run too, man. I think that it's crazy. Daredevil, I think, is one of those books I think that has been just pretty consistent over the years, even during like Marvel's like quote unquote.
Ever since Marvel Knights, man. Ever since Marvel Knights, it's like gone up.
Yeah.
Think about it for 1 second, guys. I said this before. The mind, the genius of Stan Lee to think of a disabled person, and not only that, add it to an attorney. He gets all the hot shit.
And after that, the ooze that got splashed in his face went down the drain and made turtles.
There it is. There it is. I mean, you got a blind man, an attorney, superpowers, man. And when you see the comics, you can see he's not blind. He can see he can see whatever it is. That is pretty amazing. And I have to say it quickly. My friend told me that. One of my old friends, he's like in his 50s. He said, think of that the genius of Stan Lee, what he did for a handicapped person. That is amazing. I have to say.
Good to see his animation. I was reading an article a long time ago where Stanley they were asking him about like some of his characters and how he came up with them, and he said growing up it was always about like, always seeing everybody that struggled, whether it was through like religious beliefs or through racial problems, and he was just trying to make characters that could relate to like people who struggled through life, whether it was through racism or like people who had survived Holocausts and things like that, genocides, wars. Like he wanted his characters to relate to like real world and real human things that he had witnessed growing up. So, I mean, a lot of these problems that are in the characters that he created are because he witnessed a lot of these things growing up.
And I don't mean to play the bad guy, but recently there's a video by this channel called Cartoonist Kayfabe, and they're huge they're huge comic book heads. They go deep dive, and they're comic creators themselves. The kind of guys that like write, draw, letter, color everything themselves. You know what I mean? They're like diehard comic book creators. Recently, they went over like Dan Clow's Poussey.
Is that French?
a comic book writer that goes and it's his life journey. You see the life and death of this Poussey character, this writer, and you see him go from being like a jobber for working like at Marvel. That's kind of like the Stan Lee character. You see him like wearing a wig and stuff.
Man,
you see him go be like his personality, go through like being a jobber to go into the independent art scene, and like the guys that are in charge of like being like part of the art scene is kind of like another different level of Stan Lee. And then he goes back to being a jobber. He goes back to Stan Lee. So that's kind of like they do that mouse. I forget his name. But he goes through this whole entire life journey. But you see, it's pretty much that like it talks about almost like Jack Kirby. How he came up with the ideas and stuff.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like, so he had a lot of cool ideas and things like that, So it's like Stan Lee took a lot of stuff from Jack Kirby and other people that worked for him. But Stan Lee is kind of like the mascot. And at the end of the book, it's like in the future, and so it's like, oh yeah, did you hear like I forgot the Stan Lee stand-in for the character. It's like, oh yeah, he invented like these things called picture books or whatever, and what are these? They're valueless. They just toss them in the trash. It's like it's like it's one of those things where it's like it's not reality of what actually happened. It's like there's so much behind the scenes of what actually happened. Where it's like, but everyone thinks of Stan Lee as like the god of comic books and the creator of things, when it's like there's so much more that went on behind the scenes of people that are responsible for the actual creation of things. And we need to look into that ourselves to find out the truth. I love Stan Lee, and he is responsible. He is responsible for a lot of fantastic creations. But a lot of those that we think as
don't forget about the other people, right?
Spider-Man, like Jack Kirby made the whole entire concept of Spider-Man, like from the costume design, it's like falling and spinning from a web, and like everything like that. It's all Jack Kirby.
Mhm.
Like everything we love about a lot of our characters we like, Jack Kirby did, but didn't get the credit for it because he was like Jack Kirby was working at Marvel. Stan Lee was an intern. You know what I mean? Like he was like older. He thought Stanley is like as a kid. He's like, oh yeah, sure, Stanley. He called him Stanley as in like Stanley, not Stan Lee. This one word of Stan. Okay, Stanley. And, so he's like, oh, it's this little kid. Let him do whatever. Yeah, sure. All right. You want to make the rules now? I'll draw whatever, dude. Don't worry about it. Hey, how about he does this and this and this instead? All right. Yeah, let's get it done. Let's put it out there. So that's how Jack Kirby was.
Stanley is king. Jack Kirby is God.
Exactly. Yeah, dude. That's a great way of putting it, man.
I mean,
Jack Kirby is God.
To swing it back to like dynamic duos, there's one dynamic duo there, and I was gonna say Farad, your dynamic duo is obviously Murdoch and Foggy, bro.
Nice.
So
I'm gonna put the link to that cartoonist kayfabe video about Poussey. And they're comic creators. They know everything about comics. They'll go and teach you the lore of like what happened from back in the day, and the stories that are heard from back in the day of real life that kind of relate to where this comes from. So you'll get a good education by just watching the video that I put in the chat.
Subbed
and hit the bell.
That's awesome. Thanks for sharing that. That's awesome.
Yeah, dude,
I love that shit.
And this guy's comments misexplained over.
Yeah, I should make it. I've been waiting, I think, for because TJ, the Slab Dragon, says he's going to send me a box, and I was like, dude. And so I haven't made a video in like a year. And so I think I've been waiting for that to come in to make a video. And
I was just gonna say, if you guys have never gone back and checked out some of Comics Misexplained first videos, you might understand more how he got his name, because he'd go through and he'd take comic books and he'd change them around, make the stories different, do all this stuff, and it was really interesting and cool.
Thanks, man.
But I understand that takes a lot of time,
Go
a lot
watch
of dedication.
first episode, Coast Notes, man.
Thanks, man.
It was hot through the water, man. Actually, it was the second episode. It was the second episode.
Yeah, dude. Doing what I did when I started my channel, man, I want to do something different from what everyone else was doing. So, like, I went through comics that I like an issue of comics, and I Photoshop out the dialogue and like write my own story in there, and that took forever. It took like 3 weeks to make like one episode. You know?
I remember you talking about
and
it.
I'd make my own original music as the background music, you know, because there's no copyright stuff. So I had to make a whole entire song too on top of that. So a lot of stuff, like a lot of work went to like making like one video for like, and I made like 3 or 4 of them. And then I gave up and just started doing like comic book haul videos and like or whatever. And then I stopped doing that. And I stopped doing that too. So it's been like a year because my comic reading has changed drastically, you know, since I started. So
for sure.
Well, don't worry, I'm in the same boat. I haven't done videos in a long time.
But we're here, man. We're still here in the community. We're still together. We're all in different chats, man. You know,
that matters, bro. That's all that matters.
I love it.
All right. Yo, guys, man. Yo, Chad, I know you're busy. And we've been going on for about 2 hours and 30 minutes, man. I'm your boy, man. I'm the icon. I'm the icon.
I'm the champion.
The champion, man. You know that, man. My friend right now, man, from the very beginning, Jeffrey McCann he is the whole dictionary. If you need anything, you know, a little bit of the Hulk Master, he is the man. Jeff, let the people know if you got something to say about the channel.
Yeah, you know, my channel is it's a channel. You probably don't want to watch any of my stuff. But tomorrow on Metaphorical's channel, I believe it is, we're doing an auction for the Casio family where all the proceeds, 100% of the proceeds go to it. I got a couple slabs I'm bringing. I got a couple of Venom books I'm popping out there that you guys might want to check out. Man. So I'm trying to bring the big books, trying to give some money back to the Casio family. If you're around, if you're into auctions, come check it out to support. But other than that, I'll be back here on Coast to Coast Comics next week with Rod. I might be on your show tomorrow, the Shout Out Show. Actually, I think I'm going to start appearing on the Shout Out Show with Rod. We're going to have some fun with that tomorrow. Also.
Awesome,
sir. And right now, man, we got 90 in the house, man. What's going on, 90? Let the people know.
As all the 90 holics know in the chat, 90 is going to be changing diapers, making bottles, and showing up on a random stream near you. You don't know what 90 is going to do, so you got to sub up everyone, because I could just be popping on randomly. But no, man. I mean, I should promote it more. You can catch me on Friday nights pretty much weekly on that MCE show, that geek show. It's a great bunch of guys that do reviews on statues and different like toys. Now they do the hot toys, and they bring me in for comics. I'll be doing that, and I've been doing a lot more reading, so I don't know, I might actually like make an edited video, which I haven't done in a long time, and post it up. So just be on the lookout, subscribe, 90 MFC, you never know. And who knows, maybe be on Coast to Coast next week. So Rod, thanks for having me. And for all the 90 holics, once again, YouTube is 90.
Oh,
we got for the first time ever, man. This is the first true appearance. We got Better Rage Jim in the house, man. Yeah, let the people know Better Rage Jim.
Right.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. It's so nice to be on Justin Rican's channel for once. It's the first time ever, and I'm so happy. And I want to take this opportunity, because it's a limited time opportunity. I want to take this opportunity to promote my YouTube channel, but that's not the right thing, brother. The right thing to do right now is to promote the auction tomorrow on Metaphorical's channel. There's an auction for Jabroni. You better show up with the paychecks, brother, if you know what I'm saying, or else Beta Ray Jim and the rest of the Jabroni family, the Jabroni Nation is coming for you, brother.
Well done.
Thanks,
Hell
brother.
yeah.
I appreciate it.
And you better have a cup of coffee because it's going to be a long auction. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Apex Comics,
yeah.
I sent you the link on Instagram to Metaphorical's Instagram. He is the person to talk to about the auction, about donating anything. But I'm not sure exactly how that's all working. But just hit him up, and I'll drop a link right now to his YouTube channel for you guys.
Nice.
Yeah, continents. The continents. Well, I'm trying to like incorporate Spanish. I mean, this the continents. Yeah, well, you know.
Oh, Shortbox Padawan. Okay, Apex Comics. Talk to Shortbox Padawan. She is, I'm thinking, going to be running the show tomorrow. Right? Is that what's going on? I sent you a message earlier, Shorty, too. So hopefully you got that.
It sounds like you're running it, Jeff.
I am not running it. I have two. I have 2 lots. That's all I know, and I'm selling those off. I got a couple slab Spider-Mans and some Donny Cates Venom goodness.
So be
Ooh, just some slab Spider-Mans.
Oh, we got to get
Venom.
to the Cantonese kids, man.
Jesus.
Here he is, man. Jeff Comic 813 from Tampa, Florida, man. Let the people know.
Yep. Well, we got the Nerdy Collective show with Robert later, 1 o'clock on the Eastern and 12 o'clock, Western and all these other time zones. So, and then Silver 8 Sundays and Cantonese Comic Wednesdays, and the Extreme Nerd Table. That's it. That's all I got going on.
That's it.
Well said, man.
Awesome.
Well said. And right now, man, we'll kick it off at the very end, man. We got. It is pretty cool to hang up with Jason from Never Misexplained, man. How you doing, sir? Thank you. Let the people know what you got going on, sir.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's always a pleasure joining you guys. I like how Macho Man looks like he's tickling ghost puppy bellies. He's just tickling. He's typing on a typewriter. Yeah, I love typing.
It never looks at the camera.
I want to give a shout out to Jeff's Instagram as well, man. You see some great comic books up there, man. He shares some great stuff. I've been trying to get on there recently. I've been trying to be more active in the community and Instagram and social stuff, try to be more social, because we're more of a community and family together now, tighter than ever. So trying to be more active in that, dude. I've been kind of in the background for the last year.
I'm with you, bro. It's something.
Yeah, you too, hard. Jeff, man. You've made a comeback as well, man. Yeah, me and you came out of the woodwork, dude. We came out of goat.
Me and you have very similar paths.
Dude, exactly. We kind of disappeared in the background for a while, man.
And that being said, you know what? Maybe what we should do is all reunite on 90s channel. Jason, Jeff, and Chad. So we'll talk off air.
Sounds fun, man, dude. Let any of us, man, and whenever you guys want to hang out, dude, hit me up, dude. I'm down, dude. Let's just do it. And absolutely. Anytime, any day, dude. Anybody out there want to hang out, dude? Let me know. And for me coming up, I got the Wednesday show on the Comic Core. It's me, Alec, John's Comic with Kids, Whitewell Comics, Bear Island Comics. We just joke around and make a lot of inappropriate jokes, to say the least. And just have a good time. This show's for us. We ignore the chat. It's totally self-driven, but you see a little bit of friendship, and we try to have a plan on there, a theme, but it doesn't always go as planned. It goes off the rails immediately, usually, and we just try to kill time. but it's a fun time thing. So I'm trying to think what else we got going on. Wednesday show. That's about it nowadays, man. I used to do like 3 or 4 shows a week, so I'm glad to have just a little toned down, but also reaching out more in the community. It's a good balance. But thanks for having me, Rod, dude. Thank you for the invite, man. That's awesome.
There's after 1 week of what happened in the community, it's pretty cool to relax. And at least vent a little bit. We get some of us take it certain ways, some of us can take it like the right way, like whatever.
We all mourn, and we all mourn in different ways. I think it's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
You said, Jeff.
Well said.
I will. I think it's okay if I can say this. Jabroni is in San Antonio.
He made it home.
So he's home, and
yeah,
I think that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's
That's
perfect.
all you need to say.
All that needs to be said. Exactly.
All it needs to be said.
Perfectly said, Rod. And
love you, Rod.
We want to thank you, Rod, for having us on this incredible show, Coast to Coast.
Yeah.
And this doesn't happen without you, brother. So appreciate you.
Appreciate you too.
You can, just go ahead and take us on out. Or,
but that being said,
thank you everybody in the chat for all your support for the Ocasio family over the last week.
Awesome.
Yes, absolutely. And it doesn't have to be donations of money, just your support, your reposts, your sharing, spreading the word for everything. Yes. All your support for every one of us and everything like that. It does not go unnoticed. And we appreciate every single one of you from top to bottom.
Thank you, Jeff.
That being said,
thank you, Rod.
I look better than all you motherfuckers.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
Story checks out.
Yeah.
Spitting truth.
90.